guys, what's going on? Guys, I had a work trip and well, it ended early, so here I am. It's good to see all you guys here, man, on a Thursday, right? And boy, oh boy, do I have some foolishness for you guys today. Guys, these 304s, man, they either get laid off or they quit their jobs, right? And guys, they're unemployed for years and years. But guys, here, first, let's break some news, right? Here we go. I'm gonna drop the link first in the Discord, guys. So we'll do Discord members only for about the first 20 minutes. So guys, make sure to join the Discord. We'll go in here. Let me drop this here. Yeah, guys. Here we are. Guys, there's nothing more hilarious than a broke 304 college student without a job, or some 304 who's like, I'm in tech, blah blah blah. But whiteout, any guy who's unemployed for 3 years, despite, looking for a job, that's not a man. Huh? I'm sorry, guys. Then you get a job at Home Depot or Costco or McDonald's, right? Come on, man. Come on. Let's see, guys. Let's break some news first. All right, let's do that. That never gets old, dude. Peter, what's up, dude? Whiteouts, yeah, guys. Whiteouts, correct. Well, he says that in this economy, just never be without a secondary job. Guys, I think that you should, two things. You can have an essential job where you can just get another job tomorrow. Guys, truckers, engineers, electricians, plumbers, police officers, right? Those guys can get another job like that. You know what I'm saying? Or if you don't have an essential job, always have another form of income, guys. Always, Let me see. Red Door, what's going on? 8-Bit Banger, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you, man. Good to see you as usual. Yeah, whiteout, dude. Whoever that guy was, going 3 years. I think you said 3 years or 3 months, right? Without a job. Come on, dude. Thunderstruck says he's watching hockey, guys. So I've actually been getting into hockey. You know what I'm saying? Like, actually, it just moves so fast. That's my thing, guys. It's like, it's really, really hard to keep up with unless you grew up while watching it. So I am trying to get more into hockey. Lenny, what's up, dude? DTM is here. George with $1.99, man. He said, you actually got a YouTube notification. Yeah, guys, I guess that the shadow ban is over. We all know that YouTube hasn't been liking Red Pill content as of late. So appreciate that, my friend. Appreciate that.
Seriously. Garlic croutons, dude.
Tom's wonderful. What's up, dude? Whiteout. Yeah, he said, but in this economy, it's difficult to find a job. No, well, it's difficult to find the job that people really, really want. But it's not difficult to find a job, because whiteout, I don't know what you do for a living. I know that you're a successful guy, but you know damn well that if you lost your job tomorrow, you'd be applying at Home Depot or Target or Costco or McDonald's. You're gonna make that money. You're gonna be door dashing, right? There's no reason why any adult man should not have income for any extended period of time unless he's like straight up disabled. You know what I'm saying? Thomas Brown, what's up, dude? George says, be a trucker. You want to be out of a job because he loves his life. Yeah, guys. Yep. I recommend. Yep. Water Star. What's up, dude? Scozy down in Australia in the feminist hellhole. Guys, give Scozy a round of applause for making it one more day in this feminist hellhole known as Australia, guys. Thunderstruck, man. Thanks for the $5, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Guys, I am feeling a lot better, man. I wasn't feeling too hot earlier this week, but now I'm feeling better. So, yeah, thanks for the $5, man. Appreciate that.
No, you're not asking me. No, it's called garlic croutons.
No, it's not.
Yeah, and they're right there on the seat.
Now, guys, look. So this, you guys remember this knucklehead right here? And guys, I'm going to do an actual 3NN news video on this knucklehead, right? But guys, look at this, right?
But we will only be heard if we vote. As the saying goes, if you're not at the table, you're on the menu.
So in other words, guys, I have to translate for her. Guys, these are the Democrats, okay? Right here. Oh, and I'm sure that you cisgendered hetero white men, you guys are just shaking in your boots. Right here is why the orange man won, guys. Now, guys, this knucklehead right here, she's trying to say that she should be the one. Guys, remember the live stream that we did where they were trying to spend, the Democrats, they were trying to spend $20 million to try and figure out men, right? Guys, this knucklehead's trying to say that she's the one that's going to figure us men out, please.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Look at that, guys. DTM says F, Australia. Facts. Will K, what's up, man? Guys, hold on. Guys, we all know Australian men, dude. I mean, you guys gotta somehow get your country back, you know? Rajai, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Incredible says, how much did Kamala pay Jabet there to speak? Peter Bove says that one of his best friends hasn't had a job for 3 years and has a CDL. Wow. Hey, Peter, he's not one of your friends, right? Guys, I want you to put a 1 if you agree when I tell Peter that type of person, Peter, is not your friend, okay? You have to cut that person out of your life. Guys, you have to surround yourself with men that are always moving forward. Always. They're working. They're making moves, right? Guys, you want to surround yourself with people where, guys, there are guys that I talk to on this channel that I talk to offline. So like Snowboard, Colin, right? Steve M. Every time I talk to them, they're doing better than the last time I talked to them. My best friends in my personal life, every time that I call them, they're doing better than the last time I talked to them. Why would you even waste your time on anyone who's not doing that same thing? Why? Peter, these types of unemployed morons, they're a cancer in your framework to success. You know? Matthew, what's up, dude? Let me see. Tim Hicks, what's up, man? Steve is here. Steve, what is going on, my friend? Good to see you. Good to see you.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Look at that. Yeah, guys. I was supposed to be off on a work trip, but it ended early, so I just came home early. You know what I'm saying? So here I am. Here I am, guys. You know, guys, like I said, there's nothing else that I'd rather be doing than hanging out with you guys. So, guys, I did drop the StreamYard link in the Discord. So we'll do the first 20 minutes for Discord members only, and then we will I'll open up the lines. Guys, I will be live with Insolent Audits on Sunday. He's gonna be on the show, and we're gonna have an hour-long discussion, guys, and then we will probably open up the phones. So if you guys aren't subscribed to Insolent Audits, guys, make sure that you go over here and drop him a sub. He's another red pill guy, you know. So guys, go and check him out. So he and I will have a discussion, right? So you guys go over there, drop him a sub, tell him that I sent you, you know. Mr. W, man, yeah, guys, all you guys that are new to the channel, I usually go live Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 9 p.m. on this channel. I do daytime lives. I'll try and do those more regularly, but those are usually announced in the Discord, right? And then, guys, I go live on 50 and 304s at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fridays. So, but all right, guys. So yeah, Insolent Audits and I will be live. That'll be we're going to talk about the manosphere, talk about the red pill. We're going to talk about the definition of like red pill, blue pill, MGTOW, black pill. We're going to talk about like where like the current state of the union for the red pill, where we think it's going to go, any solutions. You know what I'm saying? So we'll have a pretty spirited discussion. And I think he and I agree on like 90% of everything, right? Because we're both red pill guys. Anyways, I digress. Okay, so guys, this person right here is a person that says that she knows so many young men that she thinks that she speaks our language. Please.
But we will only spend more time doing.
Here we go.
He's a sweet little baby who should be protected. You can never say a negative thing about him. It's because if you are a Democratic figure and you have a large platform and you spend more time doing.
And she has a real large platform, doesn't
doing that than you do talking about the fact that Republicans are challenging birthright citizenship and that they're proposing the largest cuts to Medicaid SNAP in American history, deporting people without due process. If you spend more time talking about Joe Biden than you do talking about those things, it's clear you don't actually care about making things better. You just want to make yourself look better and distance yourself from him because you think it's going to make you more electable in a Democratic primary. And the only person...
Look at her fingers look like sausage links, guys. Is she even human? Oh, yeah, George. George says you are the average of the 5 people that you surround yourself with. You surround yourself with betters, and you will be better. Rid yourself of anchors. Facts. Absolute facts, man. That is, I couldn't have put it better myself. You know what I mean? Guys, I have 2 friends right now that have like the most champagne of problems. Like they could retire in their mid to late 40s, but they wouldn't know what to do. Like my one friend has so much money. He's like, but my job is the only thing that gets me out of the house. That's a nice problem to have. You know what I'm saying?
Person who I have seen answer this question in a way that I thought was not only acceptable, but I thought had a real string of leadership to it was Pete Buttigieg, who was basically like, should he have run for re-election? Maybe, maybe not. But it's a lot easier for us to give opinions on that now after it's already happened.
So guys, my point is that this knucklehead here thinks that she can get us, guys, that she can figure us out, okay? And wait until you hear what she has to say. Here we go.
Olivia Giuliano, who apparently is a Democrat Party influencer, right? She's one of these people whose job is to influence on behalf of the Democrat Party, okay? And she is getting roasted, okay, and some backlash due to the fact that she, on a podcast, claimed that she had the formula to help the Democrats bring back men to the...
Prophetic. What's up, man? No one cares. How's it going, buddy? Falafel, what's going on? It's good to see all you guys here. Lenny, what's up, dude?
Hey, how's it going, man? Good to see you online.
Man. Hey, Lenny, you're a former Marine. You don't think that this Pizza the Hut knows how to speak your language and represents you as a man?
Yeah, dude, you seeing that left, right, and center nowadays? They're telling us all to step up, telling us all, what it is to be a man, all this other shit. Like, it's ridiculous.
I know. They're like, well, only a real man could deadlift this thing right here.
At least a squat, man, probably 2. Yeah.
Yo, look at that, man. David, what's up, dude? Will K is here. Good to see you guys, man. Good to see all you guys here.
To the party, okay? As we have covered on this channel, Democrats are scrambling to figure out how to win back men, okay? Because men, at least in my opinion, a man with normal testosterone levels and straight, they're not voting for Democrats, right?
That's what I've said since the inception of this channel, right? Guys, you cannot be pro-male. You cannot be an actual guy that's respected by other men that contributes to society in any way and be a Democrat. Guys, put a 1 if you agree, right?
It's just not. Okay.
Here we go. Okay.
Can
He just gets closer and closer to the camera, guys. Look, watch.
bring them back to the party. Take a look.
It's a solar eclipse.
I think that it would be so much easier if we just understood that the problems we're having with young men shifting to the right, it's not because they don't agree with us on the policy. They do agree.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
On the policy. It's because they feel like we don't understand the struggles they're facing, the actual struggles, not the perceived struggles of the masculinity crisis or whatever it is, the actual struggles.
Guys, did you hear what she just said?
Masculinity coming from her.
Yeah, no. She said they're worried. It's not that they don't agree with us. They're just saying that we don't agree, that we don't recognize their struggles, not the perceived ones, not ones that aren't real, like the masculinity crisis. That's not real. This is some made up stuff that I think that's our real problems. Look at that, guys.
Who's that picture to the left behind her on the top of the
dude. I don't know. Even that. Hey, Lenny, are you on a headset or speakerphone or what?
Yes, I'm on a headset. Is it coming in garbled or something?
Yeah. Just stay. I think either you go too far or too close because you sound perfectly fine. So just try and be consistently at one distance.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, and hey, props to whoever built the chair she's sitting on. That's some superior craftsmanship. Hey, Snowboard, this chick here thinks that she has the key to bringing us men over to the Democratic Party, right?
I just tuned in, but
is that skepticism I hear in your voice?
And instead, we just kind of want to blame them for all of our problems.
Right. I think there's a lot of that I just fully agree with. I mean, we just don't message to men, right? I was like we don't message in a way that.
Look at this guy right here.
Is that guy? Yeah.
So much soy and so little time. Look at this. Jesus Christ on the cross.
Oh my God.
He can shave with a butter knife. Yeah.
Look at that, dude. Look at that. Guys, guys, is this not the Democrats right here?
Yeah.
Right?
I just
Eddie Papa says chair fatigue.
Good for the next 20 years, boys.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Look at that, dude.
Resonates to men. Like something that you kind of responded to that I've seen a lot is the reason why Republican messaging resonates with men is because men want bad things, right? It's like men want to have sex and like own women, right? Like they want to dominate everybody. And Republicans say, you get to do that. And then Democrats can't say that. So we just lost men, it's over, right? Like, what are you talking about? Like a lot of times it will be men that are liberals who will like agree with that shit. I'm like, dude, what is going on?
Because you're a bunch of woke, brainwashed, soy milk drinking, makeup wearing losers. That's why. Painting your fingernails.
That's all it is.
Seeing guys with septum rings. Come on, man. What are you talking about? Guys, this is the Democrats are the only place where a guy can like women and be called a lesbian because he's such a woman. You can call him a lesbian. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. But guys, look at this.
Beta. Like there's a lot of men that don't think that way, obviously, and it's just such a negative view to take on like half of the human race.
Well, I also think it's just so abundantly clear that the people who say these things don't actually spend time talking to young men.
Oh, and you do? Please.
That was a lot.
She's probably talked to a lot of friggin' waiters at the restaurant, or a lot of guys that are freaking cutting out the pieces of steak at the freaking buffet. You know what I'm saying? She calls that talking to God.
Yeah, she stalks them like a freaking tiger in the wild, I bet. Yeah.
Look at that.
You know this because we know each other in real life, but I spent a lot of time on college campuses, and I spent a lot of time with
young men.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Listen, guys, look at where I paused it. Look at
Yeah, man.
Does this not sum up the Democrats right here, guys?
And between the two of them, neither one of them has put in an honest day's work in their entire life. Guaranteed.
Never, ever.
They've never touched the shovel.
I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna clip this whole review of this into video, and this is gonna be the thumbnail, guys. Okay, because you guys heard it here. This is gonna be the thumbnail. What a mess, dude! What an absolute mess. Hold on, let me do this. Okay.
I love young men.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
I love frat guys, and in that.
Yeah, because frat guys are talking to her. Okay, please, guys. The only time that frat guys talk to her is when they're hogging. You know what I'm saying? And guys, put a one. Guys, let me know if you know what hogging is. Put a one, right? Kadarius, what's up, dude? YOLO, what's up, man? Good to see you, man. You guys, make sure to hit the like button, guys. Hit the join button for memberships. Appreciate that, guys. Yeah.
I realized, like, even the ones that identify as conservative are almost always.
Wait for it. Hold on, guys. Here we go. Guys, you ready for this? Okay, guys. Okay, here we go.
Ones that identify as conservative are almost always pro-choice. They're almost always pro-gay marriage. You'd be surprised at the number of them who supported Black Lives Matter.
And I say it again, you've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
Guys, I told you guys.
Oh
What is going on? What is going on, guys? How?
And that means that they're just saying, like, they believe what I want them to believe.
Yeah. They're just
they're just
most guys are just exactly what I am, but 300 pounds lighter with a penis. That's all she's saying.
Yeah.
Guys, Chris,
Yeah.
Chris
She's a
says
monster, dude. Wow.
Chris says she's butt handsome. Guys. YOLO, no, she said it. Guys, she honestly believes that guys like us are pro BLM, pro same-sex, pro. Guys, come on. What are you talking about? Is she serious? And guys, she's supposed to be some political TikToker. Imagine her TikTok page.
That shit is a 2-pack of ass.
I don't know if everybody can see that, but it's a picture of her and Sleepy Joe in the top right in the White House. That's a picture of her and Biden in the top right.
Yeah. Yep.
So she's like held some kind of internship or something up pretty high up.
Yep.
Wow, good call.
And so I feel like people just kind of lump them into this box when the truth is, again, a lot of them are with us on the issues. They're
The lie detector.
Guys, come on, man. Do you see how lost they are?
Well, they're still trying to say they believe what I want them to believe. I tell them to believe Black Lives Matter. Like,
yeah.
So that means they're still controlling the narrative. That's what they want.
They're so disconnected from the working class, from men that actually get up and go to work, or men who were raised by men that had to get up and go to work and sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? And do the right thing. That were courageous men, right? That may have, because guys, we already talked about the difference between bravery and courage, right? Bravery is kind of a knee-jerk reaction where you like just jump and push a kid out of the way of a car, right? You know what I'm saying? You don't have time to think. Courage is is when you know the consequences and you just do it anyways. Like you have time to actually stop and think, like, I could run in this burning building and not make it out. And you consciously make the decision to just do it anyways. That's courageous, right? Those types of men don't respect anything that these knuckleheads have to say. Because, guys, once again, one thing about a courageous man is like men make courageous actions to defend the things that they love, the things that love them back, and the things that have respect for them, right? And this is why a lot of men aren't joining the military. It's because they stop and think about it like, why am I going to join the military to defend a bunch of morons who hate me? You understand? What am I going to stop and risk my life for some knucklehead 304? Guys, how many times have we had this conversation about DV, right? Guys, put a 1 if you would say hell no to ever get intervening into a DV case. Because 9 times out of 10, guys, these 304s, guys, ass whippings just don't fall from the sky, right?
Show that Brandon Jamal clip, AJ.
Say again.
I said you should show that Brandon Jamal clip when he tried to intervene.
Between them. Yeah. And dude pulled the gun on him,
What is that?
Oh yeah, the single mom guy. The now you're a single mom kid. He intervened when this guy and his girlfriend were fighting, and he picked up their kid who was crying, and this random guy, like, because he was filming to try and like show the cops, and this random nug pulled a gun on him. It's like, put your phone away, dog. It was crazy. And I was like, dude, you need to move out of Chicago, bro. If you're just regularly dealing with nugs pulling guns on you, are you insane? So yeah.
They're just not part of our coalition because they feel like they're not welcomed in it.
They're not talked to, right? And they're not welcome. That's true. Like there's a lot of times where it's like being like masculine characteristics seem like they're frowned upon, and they're kind of welcomed and championed by the Republican Party. And like masculine characteristics are not characteristics that are intrinsically bad, right? Well,
you don't have any.
It's not a problem for you, man.
Look at that. Can you imagine this guy ever like digging a ditch, climbing up a roof and clearing out a gutter, changing a tire, changing oil in a car? The only oil this guy is seeing is at a friggin' Diet Diddy party. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Diddy.
I think that some Democrats have presented it that way. Now, obviously not most Democrats, but it's like this perception that a lot of guys have had. In terms of
so this clip went viral for obvious reasons, because you have a Democrat Party activist and influencer who claims that she has the answers, right? And she says that the conservative men that she talked to, well, they like gay marriage, they like BLM, and they like abortion, right?
Crazy, right? Completely
You can't
lost.
make this up. You really can't. Okay? The Democrat Party is a full-blown clown show at this point.
Yeah. Oh, no, guys, look at this one.
Did he use
that she received for?
Yeah, and guys, even her saying this, she's getting hated on, right? Because guys, even suggesting that men might be important to the movement, right? You have soy boys and LDHD TVs trying to come in, trying to go in on her.
Her take on how to win back young men. She's very, very, very upset. Take a look.
How the fuck did he use my weight loss as an insult? What the fuck?
I'm the person that's in charge of bringing young men back to the Democratic Party. According to Donald Trump Jr., Trump War Room, Libs of TikTok. And while none of that's actually true, every single time I saw one of y'all posting about me,
she just gets bigger and bigger and everything.
Yeah.
This
is insanity, man. This is insanity.
How like out of breath she is just talking. You know what I'm saying?
This is insanity, dude.
Yo, what's up, dude? Let me see Robin's Fly. What's up, man? So, I'm gonna drop the link for anyone who's coming up, guys. And guys, we will get to the topic here at some point. So here we go, guys.
I had one main thought at the top of my head. Y'all are a bunch of y'all are the ones that made it about a woman and her identity and the way that she looks. Something that y'all consistently claim the Democrats do. You don't actually give a fuck about young men. Instead, a lot of you want to talk about my weight. You're using pictures of me from about 65 pounds ago. So let me ask you this. If I lose another...
She was 65 pounds heavier, guys.
Oh, my Lord.
Dang, guys.
Jesus.
Yikes. She's the size of a Sherman tank, dude. Look at that.
65 pounds, will y'all actually raise young men's wages?
But here's the thing. Hey, how does it feel to have your own party turn on you? You goof. The moment you step out of line, guys, the moment they step out of line, and that's why conservatives will always win. Because, guys, even though that we disagree with tradcons, we disagree with the super religious people, we disagree with Will K, your devices are not connected, so connect your camera, your microphone. So you might need to go back out, come back in, right? And then I'll bring you up, So, but yeah, guys, this is the same as these fat activists that lose a bunch of weight. You know what I'm saying? And then all of their friggin' female fans come for them. The moment that they post a picture losing 30, 40 pounds, it's, I'm gonna kill your bitch ass, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Actually increase funding to mental health services.
Just pause it for a second?
Yeah.
I think maybe some of the logic that they have is they're like, if I'm above 250 pounds or something, what is the extra weight? You know what I mean? There becomes a certain amount of weight where it's just like, I don't want to say meaningless, but it's like so crazy that I don't think they really count it.
Well, but guys,
they should.
These 304s, especially, they're so lackadaisical about everything, right? Oh, who needs to use condoms and stuff because everyone has the herp derp anyway. What am I gonna actually get like a real job for? Because everyone's unemployed, right? They're so lackadaisical about everything. Now, guys, I'm gonna start saying that, guys. Anyone who calls in, guys, just make sure your audio is good because I am starting to actually clip these really good sections and drop them as videos, and people complain in the comments that they can't understand you guys. So guys, just make sure that your audio is dialed in. So.
Going to find another way to deflect from the fact that y'all don't actually have any policy plan to help them. I can keep making this into some kind of...
And you do?
Woman is upset by the fact.
Please, look at that.
Oh, my Lord. Oh, my God. She's a monster. Oh, my God.
Guys, look at that right there. Look at...
Oh, my God.
Fact that, young men, why they should vote for.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Respect existence or expect resistance, please. Look at that. And guys, isn't it crazy? Guys, here she's so big, she looks like a guy, right?
Yeah.
She looks like a transformer. She lost 65 pounds and she's somewhat now she looks like just some long-haired dude, but now she's lost weight and just looks like a regular transformer. Look at that. George with $9.99, man. Appreciate that, guys. Thanks so much, my friend.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I want my medication and I want my croutons, please.
She said Peter Griffin.
Democrats, right?
All right, guys. All right, so guys, let's look at this here, right? Look at this. If you ever go to George says, could 100 men take on this gorilla?
Seriously, garlic croutons, dude.
Look at that. Now, guys, all right. I don't think we've had the 100 men versus one gorilla. Guys, 100 dudes could take
easily.
A gorilla.
Yeah.
That's 100 men. Do you guys realize how many men? 100. If they all jumped on the gorilla at the same time, you know what I'm saying?
And you start gouging its eyes out and other like cheap stuff. Like just do whatever you can.
Just through sheer like mob attack.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you just drag it down and you start stomping it. You know what I'm saying? Like it might take out 15, 20, 30 guys, but 100 guys is a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? A lot. So people, they don't like if they were going like one at a time at it, but if all the men lined up, right? You know what I'm saying? And there was battle lines drawn, obviously, you know?
This is where we hold them. This is where we fight. This is where they die.
You know what I'm saying?
Realistically, it'd probably be like 4 or 5 people because you would like surround it, in a circle, basically.
4 or 5 people couldn't take it. No.
You don't think calculatedly they could do it?
No. If you had spears and stuff, maybe. If you had weapons, but human beings, we wouldn't attack big game barehanded anyways, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's kind of a silly argument to make.
Yeah. Red Door, some idiot. Hold on a second. Hold on 1 minute.
It's gotta be probably a woman.
Wait.
Feminist woman.
Guys. Did you see someone said like, would you rather be stuck in an office building with a woman or a bear, and all the men are choosing bears, and the women are like,
how dare you?
Would you rather be stuck at work with a woman or a bear, and the men say the bear, and the chicks are all mad? Like, wait a minute, you guys had the woods and the bear.
This was only supposed to shame you. Yeah.
Guys, I want you to put right now, woman or bear, would you rather be stuck at your current workplace with a woman or a bear? Let me know. Guys, if I was at my workplace, I'd rather have bears running around. Because, guys, bears you can just lock yourself inside of a sturdy office. But these CO4s, they'll talk you to death. They'll give you fake HR complaints. Bears won't get you fired. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everyone says bear. Actually, hey, Steve, brown bears aren't that chill anymore. You guys saw that 300 News I did on bears. And like most of the attacks were all brown bears. You know what I'm saying? So the brown bears were...
Oh, wow. I thought that was mostly a grizzly thing.
No. Grizzlies aren't as close to people. So
yeah.
Okay, so guys, she quit her 9-to-5 to chase adventure after years of living out of a suitcase. One Thai island finally felt like home. Look at this, guys. Look at that. Only a woman can quit her job for 4 years.
Yeah, privileged woman.
To find herself.
You're a bum.
Look at that. You're living out of your suitcase.
You're a bum.
You quit your job.
You're a bum.
Come on, man. In her 20s, Claudia decided to quit her job in Manchester to travel abroad. She had a degree in marketing. Of course she did. But low starting salaries in the field had led her to take a job at a bank. Of course, right, guys? Of course. Useless degree? Check. Can't get a job worth man? Check. Come on, man. Come on.
It's almost like they made the term travel abroad because you need to be a broad to just travel and get like drinks paid for you and all this stuff. I'm serious. I'm 100% serious.
They have freaking
you get just free everything.
Drinks, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
Michael Norman says, how many diseases did she pick up in Thailand? Yeah, letting friggin' Australian Gavin, you know what I'm saying, shoot up the club. You know what I'm saying? So
I know somebody that just bought a few properties there.
Oh, really?
a Russian guy, actually, but he was visiting there. He bought some properties, and he said that he's going to Airbnb him out basically, or maybe do like a 1 month rental.
Yeah.
But he's doing it because he just knows that people are just going to like hire prostitutes there.
Yeah,
Essentially,
yeah,
like he just
yeah.
straight up, he was just like, it is a nice setting and stuff, but he's like, that's where people go to Thailand to experiment and do those types of things.
Yeah. Yep. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Hold on a second.
And he was saying a lot of it is actually like Chinese people, and they want to rent it for. So it's not. They want to rent it for a month. They don't want to do like a 1 weekend thing. They want to like do it for like a month, basically. So a lot of them are like businessmen and stuff that want to do weird stuff to like lady boys, like in particular.
Yeah.
And they just get out. Like he said, that's basically who his demographic is that he's trying to sell to.
Yeah.
Or anyone who wants to rent the property, of course. But
killing me here. All right. Guys, look at this. Successful women who've experienced unemployment for longer than a few months. How did you cope? So guys, it's your violins, guys.
Yeah.
I know, guys. Your arms are already
all
sore.
the free drinks, all the free dinners.
Oh
my God.
Simia Calvin, dude, you have no idea. Dude, STDs, dude, we are at like Sodom and Gomorrah level of STDs. It's crazy, man. Guys, it's crazy that with, I guess like, hold on. Look at this. Men versus women. STD rates. Look at this. Okay. Okay, here we go. Hold on. I didn't mean to accept those, but where's the one with the chart? So, all right, number reported cases of hold on. Oh man, hold on.
Wouldn't women just have more STDs in general? I would imagine.
Is this the one with the chart? Come on. The only thing that men beat women in is syphilis. But we all know what type of men spread that around, right, guys?
No.
The zesty guys. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Zesty guys, yeah. Yep. Where is by gender? These are the STD rates. Yeah, they're just going up in general. Look at that. Dang, guys, I had a thing. Oh, here it is. So you can see, guys, look. Women beat men in every, look at this, highest reported rate of the clap with women in every single age category. Look at that. Oh, Atlanta. Guys, Atlanta looks like the Walking Dead, dude. There's so many freaking high-fived out 304s. That's Houston, Atlanta, yeah, Memphis, Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? Guys, 1 out of 2 B-dubs has the herp terp. 1 out of 2.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Now, guys, this is gonorrhea. Men beat women. But guys, once again, we all know the type of guys that but look at this. So women are almost even in 22 to 24, right? And then see syphilis. This is the one where a lot of the zesty guys get it. Look at that, man. And they haven't even talked about the high five of the herp derp. You know what I'm saying? Guys, hold on. Where's hold on. Men versus women. Kelvin, what's up, dude? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. let's see. Well, that's another thing too, guys. These numbers are off because we all know who spreads the high five. A lot of the zesty guys. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But guys, what group of women has the high five more than anyone else?
B-dubs, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's true. Look at this. So the high five is 1.62 times more prevalent among adult women than men. Look at that.
Wow.
Okay, so it says men were 25% more likely than women to be deceased from the high five, even though women are more likely to be infected. And then female teens face higher rates of the high five than males. Look at that. A new report states that young women and girls are more than twice as likely to contract the high five than young men and boys. Look at that.
Wow.
Guys, nub knows no bounds. I'm telling you guys, if you're gonna be out here dating, and you take one of these chicks home, guys, you gotta stand at the foot of the bed. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, guys, where were we? We were okay. So here we go. Now, snowboard. Matt, guys in the chat, what's the longest that you've been without a job in the last 20 years?
Well, I'm self-employed, so it's kind of like never.
Yeah. So
basically never.
I went 2.5 months without a job because I moved to a new state and had to get settled in. But then I started waiting tables. This is when I started grad school. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but these people that go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months without a job, absolute clown world. So this chick says, I, 34, female, don't think that it's talked about enough how being unemployed for your professional job for more than 6 plus months can change your brain chemistry in reality. Bonus points if you live alone, then it's even worse. Anyone experiences this is modern women, guys. And guys, they say this within. They don't realize that they are sacrificing marriage and relationships for a job that doesn't give a damn about them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These chicks are worthless, guys. We live with the most worthless, self-centered, knuckle-headed group of women that have ever lived, ever. Okay, so long story short, this is my third time being laid off in 5 years. You guys know she has to have a marketing job. You know
and at that point, why don't you just go self-employed and do your own company or whatever?
Yep.
That's what I did.
Yep.
Well,
Carlos X,
you should be able to bring value to the marketplace.
If you're working temp jobs, it doesn't count. You know what I'm saying? So, but someone said never 3 months, 2 days. George says he knows a dude who went on a cruise with him, and his homeboy got the clap from banging some 304. Disgusting, dude. Ugh, gross. Okay. Sorry, guys. It's taken more than 6 months for me to land a new job. It's turning into a reoccurring trauma. This time, for the first 4 months, I was pretty good about sticking to a daily routine while job hunting, staying busy, improving my health. But now, I'm at a point where I feel like I'm going crazy. Please. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Absolutely insane. Hold on 1 second. Here we go. Okay. I've officially passed the point where I'm willing to be social or meet new people while not having a job. I've taken that pressure off myself because after a while, it was starting to make me feel more anxious, ashamed of hanging around my employed friends and peers who are still thriving in their professional jobs. Look at that, guys. Isn't that crazy that a woman is trying to define herself by her job?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So most days, it's just me alone at home job hunting and trying to make sure that I don't spiral into depression like I've done in the past. Especially with the seasons changing. Every day feels like the same. I'm in my head so much. Please. Look at that. So, okay, she says, I wanted to see if anyone else is struggling
You
with
could have
it.
just had a man, too.
Yeah, facts, yep.
You would just
Yep, have a husband. Josh, he says if a female isn't engaged, married by 21, she's ruined for being a wife. Josh, I would say that depends. And I'm not trying to like be a 304 and say that it depends, but see, the number one reason why you are correct is, guys, by the time that most chicks are 21, guys, where have they spent the last 4 years of their life?
Being a 304.
In college.
Yep.
That means letting friggin' a basketball Tyrone, football Chad, that random professor, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shoot up the club. You know what I'm saying? And then they've been brainwashed. Yeah. Rita said it the best. Then they've been brainwashed, right, to hate men, right?
Yeah.
If a woman is 21, right, and she maybe 22, 23, 24, right, and she's like, you know, maybe found a good job as like a decent receptionist or whatever, and like stayed out of that type of of environment, which is rare because so many chicks go to college, but then I would say like maybe like 24, 25, you know what I'm saying? But once chicks are like 28, 29, guys, which is the average age of a first marriage, and this is why so many marriages don't work, you know? But I think that most of the time, yeah, and Josh is right. Yeah, just missed says 304 Academy. Yeah.
It's true though.
Is that these chicks, it's like they have this fear of missing out, but they're out here in the streets just getting friggin', you know, used and abused by Chad. It's like they always think the grass is greener because our grandmothers and moms and great grandmothers, they got married young and they weren't out there getting friggin' used and abused.
Yeah,
Chad,
and they're happy.
You know? Yep. Okay, guys, make sure to hit the like button, guys. Let me check the likes here, guys. We have 124 people watching, guys. We have 70 likes, guys. Make sure to stop and hit the like button. I really, really appreciate that, guys. Okay, I wanted to see if anyone else is struggling with number one, how unsettling it is that something as basic as landing a job again after losing your last one seems to have become as rare and out of reach as finding a romantic soulmate. There it is, guys. There it is. Guys, this is how crazy these women are. She said that finding a job after losing your last one seems to become as rare and out of reach as finding a soulmate. Guys, doesn't that show you how these women prioritize their jobs? And guys, I don't say careers because 99% of women don't have careers. They have jobs. I mean, let's be honest. You know? So, she said, knowing your life is on hold, further prolonging dating again, and being back out there in the world. Guys, what does having a job have to do with dating? See, pretty girls know for a fact that they don't have to have a job. Guys, put a 1 in the chat. If you've known chicks that go out, they're so hot, they go out with just their ID.
Yep.
They don't even bring a debit card.
That's what I'm saying. The traveling abroad is kind of like.
Yep. So why would guys? Isn't it crazy that chicks honestly think that they have to have a job and good money to get a good guy? And we like it. it's like they're speaking another language, or that they're in a different universe than us. Like, why would that matter to a guy? You know?
Well, the way that she's looking at it's also like, oh, I'm not settling. So the job, if the job is not her like dream job, she's gonna say no to it. And same with finding the guy. So she's viewing it as the same thing as that, like, and it should just be given to you on a platter.
Guys,
that's why she's equating the two of them, I think.
Yeah, guys, I don't have a dream job. I don't want to work. I don't want to have to be anywhere. I work, obviously, and I'm very successful. But it's like, if I had my choice, I don't want to have to be anywhere. You know? Hold on, guys. Let's do this. I hope this isn't copyright.
I mean, it's very nerve-wracking, and I'm very anxious. It's very disheartening to think that I find myself in this situation, and I really, at this point, I really don't know where to go, because what little income we had coming in is gone. And it's not from not trying to find work. I've been looking for work, and I'm either overqualified or underqualified.
Make this stop.
So you go from it being bad to it being dire. And ultimately, you say to yourself, well, I'm going to end up losing my home. I'm going to end up being out in the street. What do I do with my kids? What does my husband do? What do I do? Because it's not from not wanting to find work. Is that I can't. I'm not getting any calls back.
Bullshit.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Look at that, guys. This is such cap. This is such cap, dude. What are you talking about, right? See,
she wants.
What's wrong with her eyebrows or lack thereof, right?
Yeah. But they want a job that pays over 100K working from home. But when they say work from home, you're not really doing much. You're like sending a few emails.
Yeah.
That's what they want. And it's like, yeah, but you're not giving anything to anybody.
That's true.
Isolated, abandoned. I feel neglected. I mean, I have to tell you.
And she takes that out on her husband all the time. Look at this. Guys, thanks for being here on a Thursday, guys. I appreciate that. Thanks so much.
How far would you go to get a new job? What if you've been unemployed for nearly a year? Well, one Huntertown woman is marketing her.
Guys, a year. She's been unemployed for a year. Absolutely insane. Guys, I can't.
Jesus.
Whole year. Like, what would you even do with yourself? You know? And this is why, guys, a lot of these chicks are married too. Isn't that insane? Right? Guys, and this is why these chicks say that they want to be strong and independent, but they expect some guy to just swoop in and bail them out.
Here I come to save the day.
Clown world.
Herself in a new way. News Channel 15's Randy Spieth joins us in Studio 15 now with how she's changed her job hunt. Randy?
Yeah, Alyssa, when you've been unemployed for 9 months, you'll do just about anything to land your next job. Natalie Zaire has worked in marketing for nearly 7 years, and it's really the only thing she wants to do.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Of course, we guys knew it was marketing. Guys, and put an M in the chat if you knew it. The moment you heard she's been out of work for a year, you guys called it. Yes, Matthew, yes, we knew it, guys. We knew it.
And with nothing working so far, she's trying a new tactic to get her name out there.
I was kind of jokingly saying, on Facebook to my Facebook friends that I think I might need to stand on a street corner with a sign in order to find a job.
Joking or not, Natalie Zaire decided to try it out. Twice this week, she stood at a busy intersection and held up this sign.
If there's anybody in the world that would do it, it's me.
Guys,
shut up.
Guys, I need
start your own company.
I need everyone to stop and think hard. Because is this not the most pathetic thing that we've seen on this channel? Guys, this has to be hands down the most pathetic thing I have ever seen. Yeah, Steve said pathetic. What did Shang Tsung say? That was pathetic. Look at this. And she couldn't make a better sign, too. I thought you were a marketing person, you know?
So I just want to show that I've got the drive and the determination and the commitment to be out here and get myself off unemployment.
Snow, wind, and cold has not stopped the new plan.
Just real hard to get a foot in the door in the marketing field right now. Just to the point where it's,
Could it be?
Because your job is meaningless.
Yeah. And guys, there's another thing that she's not talking about, too.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Guys, Skynet.
That's what I'm saying. Her job is not meaningless, but it's meaningless in the sense that it's all automated at this point, pretty much.
Josh said, "You see how waiting until marriage and only dating a few people helps with sex and all that." Okay, Josh, the waiting until marriage thing is great, but you're talking to the wrong crowd, dude.
It's not realistic either.
No. Hold on. Here we go. Let's pump the brakes here, right? Hey guys, through most of history, men were okay with finding a chick, courting her, and then doing the formality stuff, meeting her dad, whatever, and then marrying her to hit the skins. Men have been fine with that. Up until the 60s, that's how our society went. Men were fine with waiting until marriage. Guys, which gender walked away from that contract? Which gender had a whole movement for sexual liberation in saying that waiting until marriage is patriarchy? Josh, you don't have to explain to us why waiting until marriage is actually the healthiest thing to do as far as like marriage, relationships, blah, blah, blah. Because if you could, I believe that if you told 8 out of 10 guys, if you waited until marriage, you will get a chick who waited until marriage, and you'll probably just be able to have a successful marriage. You got an 80%, 90% chance of being married, having kids. Most guys would do it. They would. Because most guys aren't even having sex now. You know what I'm saying? So if you said to a guy, wait a minute, all I have to do is at 19, 20, not have sex until I'm 20, and then I can meet a chick. And then who's not been smashed by Chad, and we can get married.
Yeah,
men never walked away from that. But for some reason, like, and I'm not saying that you're doing this, Josh, because you want a TradCon, right? But guys, you cannot dictate sex. Like, you can't tell men about sexual access when we don't control access to sex. What? Like you see, like, it's like Andrew Wilson talking to Pearly Thing saying that men are either getting married or they're banging girls. Most men aren't even having sex these days. This is all on the women. When chastity actually protects women more than anything else. Abstinence until sex protects women more than anything else. But they rail against it more than anyone else does. I have never, ever, when men talk about not waiting until marriage, we talk about it practically, right? Because we just know that, like, I'm not going to be some simp. I'm not going to be a mark and wait until marriage just to marry some chick that friggin' let Nug and Chad. That's stupid. You know what I'm saying? That's dumb. You know? But if you can guarantee that if I would have waited until marriage that the woman that I married at a young age was a virgin too, what's wrong with that? But the issue is, well, men don't need to do anything. That is letting Josh, dude. Okay. He says we can control access to sex. So we can say monk mode. Enough of us say no and wait until marriage, but not married.
It's cooked,
dude,
man.
Because, dude, okay, Josh, right now, 16%
you live in a vacuum
of black men are responsible for 75% of the kids. So Josh, you have to admit there's always going to be a small group of irresponsible men. And that right now, all the chicks are all sleeping with all the same small group of men. If the majority of men are not having sex, guys, put a 1 if you agree. The majority of men are not having sex. It's like 60, 70% of men are not having sex. And then you figure what, 10% or like 5%, 8% are LDHD TV. That means that you're trying to tell the rest of us men, us 60%, to what? Physically stop the 20% from having sex? How exactly do we do that? How? Let's talk about race, right? 54% of black men, single, childless. 30% married. That means that remaining 16% of nug-nugs are sleeping with all the chicks. How am I, as a black guy, going to stop nug-nug from blasting up the club? It's the women need to stop sleeping with nug-nug.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, guys. And once again, men don't control sex. You can't put the onus of sexual access on the people that's like, that'd be like saying, I don't even know a good example. But guys, that part of the argument, blaming men for sex, is not going to get us anywhere when most of us aren't even having it. It makes no sense. And also, it takes accountability from the women. If you have a small percentage of people doing things on one side and the majority doing it on the other, who are you going to focus on? The majority on the other side. But this like gynocentric, misandrous thing where men just jump out of the trees and get women pregnant. They choose to get pregnant. They choose to have premarital sex. They choose to not use birth control. They choose to have the baby. They choose to baby delete. They choose to give it up for
cheat.
They choose to cheat. Women cheat more than men now. You know what I'm saying? And guys, this language is not going to work on men. Because guys, us men, the majority of all men of all colors are all doing exactly what we needed to do. Not having bastard kids, for getting up, going to work, saving, making money, right? And then there's people on all sides, the tradcons, the feminists saying, well, you men are all horrible for society. So yeah.
No,
and kind of like what he's. I don't think he meant to take it this far.
Yeah, Josh. I'm not coming down on you, man. Like I agree with you as far as like the whole premarital sex thing. Because once again, guys, put a 1. I want to see what you guys think. If you could go back in time to where you were 18, and someone came to you, some all-powerful being said, "Hey, if you wait until marriage, if you wait 2 more years and you get married at 20, you will meet a woman who's your age, who's definitely a virgin, and who will never divorce you, who will cook and clean, have your kids." Would you be okay with that deal?
Hell yeah.
Because that's what guys back in the 1910s and 20s and 30s and 40s and 1880s and whatever got. That's what they got. And they didn't have to be rich. They didn't have to be powerful. They were just regular smegular dudes. Farmers, fishermen, freaking army guys. You know what I'm saying? You know? She's, small town girl hot. You know what I'm saying? But look at all these ones. So, Josh, we agree. What I'm saying is women are having a lot more sex than men. And by you waiting until marriage, 9 times out of 10, you're settling, bro. You're settling. Unless you get a younger chick from like another country where like chastity is still a thing, like Eastern Europe or like parts of Asia, you know what I'm saying? Or like the Middle East, because there are Christians in the Middle East, right? There's Christians in Ethiopia, you know? So, but yeah, Josh, last thing. A real man keeps it in his pants, but there's enough non-real men out there who are keeping it in their pants.
Nothing, yeah.
Talk to Nug Nug. Don't talk to us. You know what I'm saying? Go and find Gavin. Go and find Nug Nug. Go and find Nug 11. Right?
Yeah.
Because actual men, because the majority of men aren't doing what you're saying. They're just not. They aren't adding to the problem. Because we've all decided that the majority of men are not having sex. So this whole having to make statements about not spreading your seed, men aren't doing that. Less men, only 40% of men have ever reproduced anyways. George with the 499 says, Pearl Davis said the best men have to be 5 times better than their grandfather to get women 20 times worse than their grandmothers. Facts. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I remember somebody in here.
Garlic croutons, dude.
What are you saying?
I remember somebody in here had said something similar, but it was about money and the saying. If we went back to the gold standard, like it's just not happening. Like,
yeah,
you could be saying something that's true, like this guy's saying, like, yeah, that's true, but that's not going to happen. It's just, it's too tainted. If we lived in a perfect world or in a vacuum, that makes, but that's not realistic at all, and it's shot.
Yeah,
it's not going to turn around going the other way.
Never. And guys, once again, until shame comes back and makes women chaste,
but even then, it'll need to go through like.
Josh, did I say that I don't believe in it? No. So you misread. I said, guys, we will move on here in a second. He says, do you say that you don't believe in no sex before marriage? So every time you pump and dump, you mess. You know what? Here's the thing. I believe in marriage. I mean, in waiting until marriage, in theory, but in practice, it just doesn't work.
Yeah,
it doesn't work. And you think I give a damn if I'm messing up some 304's brain? Please,
no, their brain's cooked.
Josh, you think that they're victims, dude? And Josh, I'm not trying to come down on you, but you think that they're victims? Oh, these poor women's brains! Oh my God, we have to hold their hands and hold it and wipe them after they pee. They know not what they do. Jesus, please,
it's their choice.
Please, they are adults just like you, Josh. You are talking about the most privileged group of people. They wouldn't piss on you if your teeth were on fire. These are women who live life on easy mode. And somehow you're worried about their brains? Come on, man. Guys, if a person's playing on the highway and I say, hey, you might not want to be on the highway, and they get hit, that's their own fault. Every time that these 304s sleep with Nug Nug, guys, they are basically playing Russian roulette. So I'm serious. They can get the high five, any of that. So yeah, guys, men play life like it's Halo on Legendary mode. And women are playing friggin' Mario level 1 from Mario 1. You know what I'm saying? It's just easy.
Hungry hippos, except it's like money and loads.
Yeah. Yeah. That might be true that they need to be led by men, but we live in a free society, and you can't lead people who don't want to follow, guys.
Yeah,
you cannot lead people who don't want to be followed. Because, guys, put a 1 if you agree that there's this weird thing with these women. They're empowered, but then they're like, well, you know, anytime anything bad happens, well, y'all are the leaders. You're supposed to lead us. How is a general supposed to command an army who won't follow orders, right? Because we have no legal recourse. We have nothing that could make these knuckleheads follow our lead. How? This is why, guys, you don't even deal with them in the first place. At all.
Due to look for work. Today, she let us inside her home to see how she spends her time while job hunting.
I live in the basement of my fiance's mom's house. I did a lot of cleaning.
See, she's married, guys. I told you.
One of the things when I did work that I never really had time to do when I was home.
Between cleaning and putting away the Christmas.
Yeah, Michael, I covered the whole Andrew Wilson destroying Tommy Lahren thing, right? And then Pearly Things had that stupid Emily Saves America feminist on her show. Trying to be a conservative, but all she is a feminist, you know?
Tree, the mother of two, sets aside time to look for work on her computer.
I try to do a couple hours a day, but sometimes you only see 1 or 2 new jobs posted. And you try to keep at it, but it gets so
You
frustrating.
better work at Costco. Wrong with you?
But Natalie says she can't give up, even if it means spending more time holding her sign.
Maybe people start recognizing my face, get my name out there, and hopefully something good will come of this.
You stupid woman. Look at that, dude. Look at that. There was one more here. Hold on. This is PBS. 55, unemployed and faking normal. Look at that, guys. Look at that. All this is
And this expansion could not have come at a better time for many folks. 16 WAPT's Ben Bowman caught up with a woman who's been looking for work for months.
We found Mildred Esco coming out of the Wynn Job Center.
I don't know if they're going to have me because...
Oh, my
Mildred.
Oh, my God.
Mildred.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, yeah. Remixer. Yeah. Guys, I advocate for my favorite charity, my bank account. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You guys make sure to hit the like button, guys. Hit the join button for a membership. There's also linked in the description, guys. Hit the super chat button. And thanks, guys, that are hitting up the Cash App. Someone hit the Cash App. I have to shout you out. Where are you? Where is it? Of course, no, I can't find it. But yeah, guys. Hold on, where is it? Where's this damn thing? Christopher, man. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate the Cash App. And then David, appreciate the Cash App, man. Appreciate that.
Age, I'm 56.
8-Bit
She's been out
Banger
of work
has
for about 3
a pretty
months
good
and has
one.
been looking for a job.
Where's that?
8-Bit Banger had a pretty good one. He said, it's Morpheus and not looking too good these days. Wow, that woman looked.
12 years.
Nissan's
what?
Nissan's expansion gives her new hope.
What type of work did you do for GM?
Oh, I worked the line, the equality, ran machines. I did a little everything.
It seems she's tailor-made for the job with Nissan. But even in these hard times, Echo's not sure if this opportunity is the right fit.
I didn't know if I want to go back to a plant, but I might have to.
You're unemployed! What are you talking about? Why are they so stupid? Why? They're so dumb. It makes no sense.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
All right, guys. Here.
And this is where it's also a double standard, because they would say, well, if you're a man and you're like 55 or so, how come you don't have a skill that you have built up that you can bring to the marketplace?
Yep, that's true.
You know, they would say that's what our worth is.
Guys, hold on. I have to do one more thing here. Okay, let's go to TikTok really fast. But let me do this and go back. Okay, let's do this. Let's see. There we go. guys, I'm sorry. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about the jump scare. Sorry, guys. Matter of fact, here, let me make this bigger. Ah!
Oh my god. Jesus. There's like a 5 o'clock shadow on there.
Oh
Dude,
no!
we don't even
guys.
need to play the video.
Look
You don't
at
even
that.
know.
Look at Look at this, guys. You guys might see this in a video.
Oh god.
So you know. Oops.
We need to have a serious discussion right now.
How long is this one? Okay. Oops.
We need to have a serious discussion right now. Can we talk about the job market right now? When I tell you I have applied to 100 or more jobs in like a month, probably even more than 100.
Guys, what is going on with America, dude? Look. Hey.
In a month and still nothing. I've gotten maybe like 5-6 interviews, but other than that, nothing. Like, I'm trying not to spaz, and I'm definitely not trying to be that person that comes online and cries, but like, it's getting to a point. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's getting to a point where I just keep telling myself, we're not going to stress. We're not going to stress. We're going to remain prayerful. We're going to remain hopeful. But like, you know, and it's just like, I don't even know how to describe it. I feel like I have applied to so many positions and nothing. My resume, I've talked with different people about making sure that my resume looks good and just trying to make those changes to make sure that it looks good, and recruiters are interested and employers are interested, and people like look at my resume and it sets me apart somehow, but like that's not happening. And I mean, I will say, like, I'm based in New York, and I also am looking for social media marketing positions because that's
there you go. There you go. Right there, marketing.
Oh my god.
Look at that.
Where my expertise is. That's where I have the most experience and also what I genuinely enjoy doing. And I feel like that industry is already so saturated, but it's just like, it gets tiring, you know? Like, it gets tiring after applying to so many different positions and just nothing. And then like to come online and hear that some companies are like posting about a job on like LinkedIn or maybe Indeed, but they're not actually hiring, or they do it so that they can end up hiring internal. So it's just like, that sucks because now you're not getting a job, and then it's just like, it's a headache overall. I want to shoot my shot. If you are a company based in New York or even on Long Island,
Oh my god.
And you got a forklift.
This is
if you're a company in New York and you got a forklift to get her up the stairs.
You have any social media position opening, anything like content creation, social media management, marketing, can I like send you my resume? Maybe keep it on file, maybe take a look at it, give me some feedback if possible. But like, at this point, something has to give. Like, I need something before I have a breakdown, literally. And on that note, good night.
So that, guys. Now, guys, once again, everything she talked about, content creation, social media managing, you don't need a degree for. You know what I'm saying? Guys, I don't have a degree in this. You know? You think about the merch, the catchphrases I use, you know what I'm saying? all the nug and nug 11. I just make all that stuff up as I go, you know? Like, what is she talking about, right? Yes, isn't it funny how they're unemployed, right? But they're this big. So obviously hasn't been saving money on food, you know what I'm saying? So guys, person says so, someone says, hold on. Someone says, I was offered a job and waited a week for paperwork, and they told me they took it back. Look at that, guys. Right? This 6 says, I've been applying for a year and 3 months, 4 interviews, newly grad, so I'm looking for entry level. It's so hard.
Because your job is playing around on Facebook all day and not like doing anything. That's what the problem is. Like what her job would be, like realistically, it's going to be working for like Liberty Mutual to give more ads of that annoying ostrich and that asshole guy.
Yep.
Just down your throat every 2 seconds. Like that's it.
Yeah.
That's what her job would be.
These knuckleheads think that they're going to actually make money doing this.
Listen, I don't know what the fuck you saying, but all I know, you ain't getting a motherfucking dime.
George with the $1.99. He says that is this tiring. Yeah, guys, it's exhausting listening to these knuckleheads, right? Someone says, I've been unemployed for a year. Let me tell you, it's so crushing. This chick says, I've been applying for years and nothing. It's so exhausting. This chick says, I was jobless for 5 months and finally settled for nannying because that's the only job where money is. Look at that, guys. She said nannying is the only job. What? And yeah, guys, she does have a mustache. I don't know.
Yeah, her face is like creepy, dude.
Look at that. Look at that, guys. All right, let's go back here, guys. We have another one. Here we go.
So I'm a few minutes early to my third and final interview for a position, and I am a fresh graduate, and I just want to come on here and give a little bit of insight to. That's so cute. You thought you were going to get the job, and you thought you were qualified to give people advice? Look what you got today.
Look at that, dude. She didn't get the job. Sucks for you, man. Sucks for you. Look at that, man. Look at this. Guys, you can't see it, but it says, I want to thank you for taking the time to speak with myself and Karen. Wow. And taking the time to come to our office. Yeah, she got interviewed by Karen. Oh, no.
Yeah.
You know? After careful consideration, we've decided to move forward with another candidate. So we truly appreciate the time and effort that you invested in the interview. Thank you again for your interest in On the Tracks. Please feel free to connect, blah, blah, blah. Christina Lee, Director, Marketing and Communications. Look at that. Marketing and Communications. Look at that, guys. Insane.
Yeah. This whole job search shit is so belittling, dehumanizing, and exhausting that it is like, I haven't even been applying. Number one, I thought I was going to get this job. Number two, I'm just tired of the rejection letters. I'm tired of getting a rejection email at 2 a.m. knowing that it
Guys, hold on. Guys, I'm having a thought here. Guys, I did drop the StreamYard link. So guys, anyone who wants to come on up, guys, hold on. Snowboard, cook with me here, man. Guys, women on the job market get rejected like men do in the dating market. What?
Yeah.
What? Right?
That was my first thought. She's like, I'm getting rejected. How does it feel to be a man?
Look at that, guys. Guys, what do you think? Right? Guys, put a yes if you agree.
Because they also have the assumption, to which it is like dating, that if I put my attention at like a man, like I get what I want, essentially. Like if I apply to this job, I should have got it.
Yeah.
You know, and they just think like by default that they get it.
But what I'm saying is they have the same value on the job market that young men have on the dating market. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the only way that they can understand what us men go through is having an underwater lesbian crystals geography degree. Yeah, John James says yes. Eddie says yes. Reza says yes. 8-Bit Banger. Yeah, guys. Yeah. Yeah. You know what, guys? Hold on. I got to write this down. That's a good thought. I got to make a video comparing guys that have got rejected with women. I mean, in dating. Hold on. Let me bring up my thing here.
Well, it's actually kind of funny because how many times have you seen this where chicks on like a dating profile like now taking applications for a dog dad and or boyfriend and stuff, like they literally will put that thing and it's kind of funny, but there's actually some truth to it. And that's how they view you, like you're an employee to them.
Yeah, I would say that a man dating now is to women what women with useless degrees are to jobs. Useless.
Yeah.
Black Pill Daniels, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man.
An AI system, and me knowing if a human would have saw that, I'm definitely qualified at least to be spoken to once. I'm tired of
The lie detector.
professional recruiters who call you and I'm gonna pass your information along to the hiring manager. Make sure that you're looking out for an email. Never get an email. Never hear from anybody. I am tired of all of it. I'm tired of going on LinkedIn and seeing a post that was posted, not even kidding when I say this is no exaggeration, about 5 minutes ago. I'm tired of seeing them have over 100 applicants.
It's funny, guys, because right now they say that for every one IT person, there's like 3 IT jobs. I'm talking real IT guys, network systems engineers, all that stuff, coders and all this other stuff. That's why they have to bring people in from India and China and stuff, right? There's not enough Americans to do the job. Guys, truckers. Guys, if you go to any major metropolitan area, there's tons of openings for plumbers, electricians, right? That's why there's such a high premium on getting stuff done to your house because there's not enough guys to work these jobs. So
tired of going on job postings, reading job descriptions and be like, yeah, I got this. Going to the end, 3 to 5 years of experience. Some of them even say internships don't count. Okay, so those 3 internships that I have that equate to over 2 years of experience on my resume, whether I did them or not, those don't count. What? So that first clip, yeah.
So she's trying to lie her way into stuff too.
Hey guys, all of my friends that were engineers, guys, they got paid internships. Not only that, they got paid internships, and then they end up getting a job at the place afterwards and getting paid. Real. Look at that. Oh, Matthew, interns aren't volunteers if you have a real major. You know what I'm saying? Accounting interns get paid. Engineering interns get paid. IT interns get paid. You know what I'm saying? So apprentices get paid, So
that was my first time getting to the final stage, the final interview. After sending in at least, I've applied to about 400 jobs in the last 2 months, 3 months, whatever. I started in October. 4 months.
The thing is, guys, she's not a bad looking chick.
Yeah.
If this was 60 years ago, she'd have been married. She's probably like 23, 24, 25, married, had some kids by now,
When I tell y'all I could have sworn I got that job, this lady walked me out to my car. We was sitting there, for an hour, not even really talking about the position, not even really talking about my experience, just talking, being cool, just getting to know each other. What happened? And I bet you, because I'm going to ask her, I'm about to send her an email and be like, thank you for your consideration. I would really like to know, why did you move on to another candidate, considering I felt as if I had the experience and, developed a fairly cool relationship with you? Why did you move on? I can almost guarantee you she's going to say years of experience. I don't understand why it is so difficult for people who are fresh out of school to find something that's not fucking Subway. And even they don't want to hire you because you have a fucking degree. Why would you want to work at Subway? Because nobody's hiring me. Where's the bread? I can do this at least. So
look at that, guys. Right? You know? Look at this. Someone says, how can we get experience if they not hiring? Look at that. Someone says, nah, because after 3 interviews, I work here now and I'm coming to work. Someone says, the job market nowadays is brutal. Look at that. Look, this person says they had applied at Lululemon as a salesperson, but didn't have enough experience when they already had 3 years of retail experience, and they're getting a bachelor's in made for fashion merchandising. What is a bachelor's in fashion merchandising gonna do, other than cost you a lot of money? Look at that. Look, guys, this is the cap and the cope. This is a cope. They're looking for perfect candidates. Well, if you're marketing where there's millions of chicks out there who have the same degree, you can be picky.
Yeah.
Look at that, dude. Moron. They really be playing with all of us. OMG, says some B-dub.
I mean, like how you do to men?
Look at this. I was literally telling my coworker this today. It's diabolical. I work in HR and I've never experienced such unprofessionalism from recruiters and talent acquisitions. Gee, could it be because they're B-dubs just like you? Moron. Look at that. Guys, hold on. Guys, we've seen this chick before, I think. Yeah. Look at this.
I just had the horrible realization that it's been almost 2 fucking years since I graduated and I still don't have a job. And I'm just like in this paralyzing state where I'm like I don't know what the fuck to do with my life. Like I feel like there's so many like possibilities, and because of that, like I don't want to take any risks to do anything. So then I end up doing nothing, but then it's like fucking me over because I'm about to turn 24 and I still don't have a fucking job. And then thinking about that, like, it puts me in a state of panic, and I'm like, holy shit, like, I'm old as fuck, and I don't have a job yet. Like, I'm never gonna have a career, never gonna have a job at this point. Like, so I don't know what the fuck to do. It's so, like, the problem is I don't have experience, so I just need to fucking get any job at this point, but, like, I don't want to.
You better learn the code. Yeah. Here. Would you like fries with that?
So that's what's making it hard because I don't know. Like, I think I just need to get a fucking retail job or something, but I don't want to do that at all. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, but like, it's just a lot of work. Like, it's hard work. You're gonna be on your feet all fucking day, and like, I just fucking lay down all day hanging with dogs, you know, because I dog sit. I'd rather just fucking do that in the meantime, you know. Like, I don't want to get another job, but I need another job to get experience, to get a job. It's just so like, it's just,
guys, you have to pick your battles, right? This chick, she's already a redhead. She's pale. She has the bull ring, and she's fat. Like, I mean, if she were to be skinny and not have the bull ring, she might stand a fighting chance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
it's just, I don't know. It stresses me out. Alternatively, I could just go back to school or something. But now I'm like annoyed because
There it is, guys. I could go back to school. Clown world.
I've been thinking about this for the past like 2 fucking years. Maybe I should go back to school.
2 years.
Something like, I don't
To
know,
do
medical,
what?
do some kind of medical certification type thing. At this point, I would have been done because most programs are a 2-year program. So now I'm mad I wasted 2 fucking years. If like I'm just gonna go back to school anyway, or I could even just do a master's degree in something. I don't even know what, but like I don't even think that would even help me, like because I still don't have work experience. So like I just think I need to get into a different field somehow. I don't know. Like, I have a degree in marketing, so it's so fucking hard to get into
There it is, guys. We called it. Yeah. Red Door said, yeah, sure, Megan. Yeah, guys. Hold on. I'll be right back, guys. Give me 1 second. I'll put Bianca on, guys, and I'll be right back. Okay, give me 1 second.
Just like you asked me to.
I get that.
Okay.
What's your first name, last name?
I'm trying to provide you with my ID.
I don't want you to go inside your vehicle.
Okay.
Because I don't know what's in there. Your vehicle's obviously running. I don't want you to take off.
All right.
So I'm not going to let you get anything out of your vehicle.
Well, I'm not going to get in. I just want to reach for my wallet that's right there.
Can I grab your wallet?
Grab my wallet?
Okay, you'll grab it?
Yeah, I can grab it.
No, he's going to grab it.
Baby, it's right there. Yeah, yes, sir. It sure is. I don't think you should put your hands on me, sir. I don't think that's a good idea. Hey, I have to go potty, so can I use the bush right there right quick or no?
Hold on.
Before they get me into bookie.
Can I get your ID out of here?
Yes, sir, you sure can.
Thank you very much.
I don't want you searching nothing else about nothing.
I got your ID right here.
Eso, mijo, ahí, así está. What up, girl? How you doing?
I'm great, man. How you doing tonight? How's it going? You all right?
No.
What's going on tonight? Why don't you talk to me? Like, what's wrong? Why don't you talk to me? It's okay. Listen, can you do me a favor?
I didn't do nothing about nothing. I'm just crying my ass off because my dad just left me.
Okay, come here. She's gonna run on you.
It's because I knew he was cheating on me, so I went to go be all
No, can you do me a favor?
Yeah, and calm down.
No. You're good. You're good. We understand. Can you do me a favor? You see, this is Officer Contreras. Okay. Hey, what's your name? I'm Leticia. What's your name?
He has my name.
I don't know your name.
I don't know my name either.
Okay, can you do me a favor? Can you stand like me? You see how my feet are close together? Can you stand like that? How about this? Your arms at your side? Can you stand like that?
Don't treat me like I'm a fucking criminal because I done did nothing wrong, eh? I done did nothing wrong,
just stay like that for Officer Contreras for me, okay?
What's going on? Have you had anything?
I know.
I'm Leticia. Nice to meet you, okay? Nice to meet you, sweetie. It's okay. It's okay. Just stay right there for him.
Have you had anything to drink tonight?
No, nothing. I'm just emotional. Why don't you understand that?
Unconscious 1232 female. Thinks that the anxiety.
On you and your romantic together.
Not for very long, but I know that's my person. I booked it up. It's because I'm psycho.
Hey, 77 engine 1 is advising that they're going to make contact with to request that you continue rolling until they're
And I just got burned $250, and so I'm very, very upset. I didn't want to drive while I'm upset, so I pulled off onto the road. And I just started sitting here because I didn't want to drive while I was upset. I didn't want to drive while I was upset because I didn't want to drive stupid or nothing.
She's clear valid?
And I just wanted to say it. I just wanted to cry.
I don't know if you want to.
And that fool just fucking ran off.
That what?
Oh, man. I'm mad. Oh, man.
It's okay. Bianca, it's okay.
Yeah, we got this.
Oh,
he's leaving.
There's 4 of you and there's 1 of
He's
me,
leaving.
so... No, there's 3 of you and there's 1 of me, so...
Bianca.
I didn't do nothing about nothing, fool. Like, I didn't.
Hey,
Look,
okay.
I didn't.
All right, we're cool with that. Well, we just want to make sure you're okay.
I didn't break no laws.
Okay, we came out here to make sure you're okay.
I didn't break no laws.
Stop.
Bianca, relax.
Why are you knocking on windows? That's what we're out here. What's going on with that?
What?
People are telling us you're knocking on windows. That's why we came out here.
Well, it's because
Talk to me right. I'm talking to you right.
All right, let me tell you something. My homie Snakes, he was right down the way. I wasn't knocking on no windows, first of all. Let me tell you something. So boom, I was backed into a parking spot over here, right here in this lot. Nothing.
All right.
And then I hopped out, and my homie Snakes was like, all right, I'll be back this time. And I'm like, all right, word. So then I see this 12-year-old little boy. He's like, hey, you're fine as fuck. Can I get your number? I was like, fuck, you're like 12. I was like, you're cute as fuck, but and you know what? Mad respect for having, my buddy come died. So having
I got
the confidence you do, but on some real shit, like.
Where's Snakes at? He just left you there.
He just left me.
Central 1337
With a lot of money. Whatever I gotta do. I don't know. That's why I was mad. Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, I have a mental disorder, and that's why I'm acting the way I'm acting. Not because I'm intoxicated, not because I have any intoxication of the sort.
Okay. Will you be willing to submit to standardized sobriety test?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Can you fuck off with your stupid shit? Where?
Stand right there. Yeah, right here.
There's not even a straight line right there, G.
Hold on. Just put your feet together.
How the fuck am I supposed to do a
Hands right
sobriety test with no straight line, fool? You got me fucked up, G. What? You're gonna say, this bitch didn't pass because X, Y, and Z. What? On your fucking state of mind?
Tell me when you're done, so I can explain this to you.
There we go.
Keep your feet together.
Yep.
Hands directly at your side. You're gonna follow the tip of my pen with your eyes and your eyes only. Okay. Do not move from this position.
What if I cry?
Follow the tip of my pen with your eyes and your eyes only.
I hear you. On your discretion, that's what you got? Because I'm following your tip, fool, and you didn't done 5 or 6 times
Your eyes
already.
and your only. Follow the tip of my pen with
Yep.
your eyes. Oh.
Boy, because my eyes can't go that far. That's why you're fucking docking me, fool.
Sorry, guys, I'm back. Like I said, a little bit of issues from earlier this week, but I'm almost better, guys. So yeah.
Fool, will you have that?
Hey guys, once again, there's more to this story. There's footage of her in jail. Okay, if anyone can get the rest of this footage, guys, you will be handsomely rewarded. Okay. Where were we? We were going back. Okay, back to this knucklehead. Here we are.
What the fuck to do? I think I just need to start my own fucking business, but I don't know what the fuck to do. Because my friend's boss never fucking works. And I'm like, damn, that must be fucking nice. So, I want a life like that, but I don't know what to do.
Look at that.
So it's so hard. And you also need money to do anything. So that's a little scary because I would need a loan. And I'm not willing. That's what I meant earlier about taking risks. I don't want to fucking take a risk like that. And
of course not, because you're a woman.
Because what if it fails? You know what I mean? You can't have that mindset, but that's all I can think about. I'm like, what if it fails and I go fucking bankrupt? I don't know. That's just scary. I don't know if I want to do that. So instead, I'm doing nothing with my life. Just taking things day by day, I guess. But I don't know. I really need something to change. I need to get something. Because otherwise I'm going to be stuck in Florida for the rest of my life. And now that it's getting hot again, I'm reminded of how much I hate it here. And
Well, if you dropped about 130 pounds, maybe you wouldn't be sweating so much.
I need to get the fuck out. So something needs to change soon.
What a mess.
One guy said, back to pizza doho.
Look at this. And all these people. I'm in the same boat. This is how I feel at 21. Look at that. Guys, these chicks are cooked, man. Cooked. Here you go.
Be a little vulnerable on this app right now, so give me a break. I'm alive, but I'm not living. That might sound really morbid to you.
Everyone stop, take a second. And what do you think she majored in, guys? Guys, we already know, right? Come on.
I promise I'll explain. I have been looking for a job since May of 2024, and even before that.
Guys, she made this video February 13th of 2025. Guys, they put these videos out like it's going to increase their chances of getting a job.
I ain't gonna lie. The only thing I'm finna increase is my motherfucking fist across your goddamn face. That's what the fuck. That's what's about to get increased.
And I've made it very
Ex Project Hunter, what's going on, man? Ben Flat's here. Remixers here. Let's see, who else did I miss? There's quite a few people. Guys, make sure to hit the like button. Appreciate that.
very, very far with some of these companies. I've done projects for them, like final interview. Everything's been going really great. And then people will just ghost you, or, you know, they'll tell you you've been like rejected. Back to my thing about being alive and not living. I just feel like I'm missing out on so many experiences because I don't have the money, or I'm not living in the place that I desire to be. And although it's like easier said than done, I just can't stop comparing myself to other people. It's like, or thinking about other things that I could have done and like how I could have gone about things.
And there you go, right? There you go. Guys don't do this. Guys move on. We gonna be like, oh man, that whole ass snowboarder, he got the job and not me. Guys don't do that. You just keep putting in for jobs. Or you have a job in the meantime. You know, go work at Costco. Come on now.
Like, I know myself as a person, and I know that I put in a lot of hard work and I really care about others, but it has me questioning my worth. Like, maybe I'm not as valuable as I I hate crying.
Maybe. Yeah.
Guess what? You aren't.
Yeah. Maybe you're just a normal, regular person.
Yeah, right. Well, below average, right? Because she doesn't have a goddamn job.
Just a very lonely feeling when I feel like everyone has their life together, and I'm like trying to get mine together, and I've been really patient, and I'm waiting for the right opportunity to fall in my lap. And I mean, like, I'm trying to put in all the effort that I can, but it comes to a point where it's like, what more can I do? Like, I feel like it's like putting my life on hold to a different extent that I've never had, and I absolutely hate it. I don't know what to do. And I just see the worth in myself. And despite me being really upset right now, it's like, I just want someone to see it in me. I want someone to also believe in me. I have the skills. I'm not stupid.
She says she has the skills, guys.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Yeah.
Guys, they're bums. They're bums. Only a woman could go this long without a job. Absolutely insane.
I love everything that I do. And it's just so hard to not compare yourself to other people. I hope someone else understands, because it's just a horrible feeling.
Look at that, guys. Now, guys, here. You know what? Let's take a little pit stop to the wonderful world of knuckleheads with stupid degrees. Okay. Let's do this.
This is satisfying to watch.
Let's just pull this up. You guys will probably see this in the video too, but hold on.
Because if they have a degree, they speak down to you with everything that they do.
Guys, here we are in Wokeland. Guys, watch this. Hold on, watch.
Politician made history by becoming the first openly non-binary elected city council member in Massachusetts.
Watch.
Du Nguyen, who goes by they, them, was celebrated but quickly turned into a nightmare. The lawmaker has now announced that she's going to be taking a paid month leave to prioritize her mental health due to toxic, unsafe work culture and being misgendered by fellow politicians.
Transphobia with being misgendered, and recently learned that I have been dehumanized to a point where I'm being referred to as it by my colleagues on this council.
Mayor of Worcester said that Tu has the lowest attendance record of any city councilor, is lazy, and has missed half of in-person meetings.
Are you shocked?
Nope. That's a big area too. Worcester is a pretty big area.
Yeah.
I don't know how she got elected in there. But actually, no, I'm not surprised. Do you remember a few days ago we saw an ice detainment. You open the show with ice detainment, and these
Mhm.
idiots were trying to block it in. That's the same place
Yeah.
that they're talking about.
Yep. Now,
So
guys, here we go.
that's who elected her.
We're gonna go to this guy here. Let me follow him. Actually, here we go.
Today, I'm graduating from the Columbia School of Social Work. I got into social work because of my love for talking to people, and so now I have a master's to clinically talk to people all day.
And she's not gonna make diddly dick.
What kind of job can you get when you graduate?
I am a therapist that specializes in working with families and couples.
How much could you make in this field?
Starting salary is $40,000.
Look at that, guys. $40,000 after going to school for 2 years at one of the most expensive schools on planet Earth.
And I'm sure there are some therapists who make over $100,000,
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
but that's not what I'll be making. Yeah. Do some volunteer jobs or work related to like working in shelters or being a case manager at places like hospitals. I think that's always a good way to see if you like
Yeah, because that's a lucrative field. Come on.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
it, if you like talking to people in this way. Today I'm
Oops. Let's go to this guy.
Today I'm graduating.
Here we go, guys. Okay. So let's look at these knuckleheads' degrees, okay?
I'm graduating from Baruch with a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology.
Guys, okay. I want you to put cooked or not cooked, okay? Once you hear the major, I want you guys to put cooked or not cooked, okay? Guys, do you think this guy is cooked? Right? Come on.
How did you get into this? Well, honestly, I did a lot of law in high school, and I was thinking, what should I do next in order to go into law school? I thought about psychology. It was something new to me. I wanted to expand my knowledge, get to know more, because the more you know, the better off you are.
What kind of job can you get when you graduate?
After I graduate, I can go ahead and pursue my master's, or I can go get a JD in law school, which is what I intend to do. Afterwards, I look to joining the military, the Air Force as a JAG. After that, public service, look out for my community, then hopefully private practice.
How much could you make in this field?
I can make around 6 figures. The second that you enter the military as an officer, if you're looking at captain or higher because of the JAG position, you can earn definitely 6 figures.
Now, if he actually follows through with law school, guys, fine. But guys, it's a lot different in law school than getting your bachelor's in psych. It's one of the easiest degrees there is. Here we go.
Today, I'm graduating with an education policy master's degree.
How did you get into this?
Guys, cooked or not cooked? From Columbia. Oh, yeah. Cat Wax said the best. Why didn't he do ROTC to law school and have them pay for it? Facts. Yep. Look at that. Snowboard, what were you saying?
Today,
Cooked.
Yeah, cooked.
Today, I'm graduating with an education policy master's
Captain Paulie says flame broiled.
degree.
How did you get into this?
Teaching. I've been teaching, or I was a teacher for 3 years. And yeah, my kids inspired me to get my second degree. So here I am.
Why? You're already teaching. Why?
Yep.
Look at that.
What kind of job can you get when you graduate?
Ooh, many types of jobs. With this one, you can be a policy analyst, you can do quantitative analysis, qualitative, you can do research, you can work in think tanks, you can go back to teaching, which we need teachers still. But there's a lot of options. You can do
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
anything with this pretty much. I'm going to get my PhD so I can hopefully open my own school.
How much could
They're so entitled. They think
Guys, how much debt do you think this chick is in? Because let's just say she
200.
had the average $40,000, 50 grand in undergrad. Guys, Columbia costs how much?
90
Yeah.
probably a year.
How much does it
It's probably 100K.
to go
but
to
I'm gonna guess
Columbia
90.
University for grad school? Let's see. After everything, it's like 75, 80K a year. And she did two 2 years just to teach. Look at Tolstoy said he'd wipe his butt with that PhD. Yeah, yep.
Did you make in this field?
The first job that she said, like this analyst of something, like I don't understand like what they would actually be doing all day.
I don't know.
Starting salary is probably not the best if you're going into teaching, but if you're going into like policy work, starting salary is decent, like 60, and then after master's, once you have your graduate degree, it's 6 digits for the.
That's bullshit. That's BS, guys. That's not true. That's not true. It's true at all, guys. And I work with policy people. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Part. Today, I'm graduating with an
cooked. So, guys, we said cooked, right?
Well, today I'm graduating from the.
Just cooked already. Next.
Look at this. Look, this first comment says, "Can I have fries, please?"
Columbia University in writing, the MFA.
What kind of job can you get when you graduate?
I personally, well, first and foremost, want to become an author, want to be published.
You can do that without a degree, you dingleberry. J.K. Rowling doesn't have a degree. James Rollins doesn't have a degree. Who's the chick who wrote Interview with a Vampire? I forget her name. So she doesn't have a degree either. What are you talking about?
She just wants the title of saying she's an author.
Yeah.
Then after that, become an editor, work at probably one of the big 5 publishing agencies, and then maybe become freelance, just help other independent writers like tell their stories.
How much could you make in this field?
When you look at entry level editor and publishing positions, they start off at around like $52K.
There you go, guys. You can make more money working at Costco. Oh, Anne Rice. Yeah, thank you.
And that will be
Anne Rice.
that will also be automated too. A lot of it, looking for typos and things like that.
Yep, an editor. We're looking at things that don't quite track or like make sense, right, guys?
Exactly.
But then once you get executive, you become business. I mean, you can make 6 figures easily. Yeah. And the book deal always helps. So whatever that book deal looks like, you can sell it. Yeah. Well, today I'm graduating from the Columbia University.
Today I'm graduating from Columbia.
Okay. Now, guys, we've seen her. I've seen her in a news report. Guys, I can tell you because I've seen her. She is not cooked. Okay? She is not cooked. Wait till you hear what she majored in, okay?
University with my PhD in mechanical engineering.
Right there, guys. PhD in mechanical engineering. This chick's gonna make more than the last 4 people we saw combined.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Guys, matter of fact, show up. I mean, dude, the sky's the limit for her. And guys, I think she's Ethiopian or something. You know what I'm saying? Guys, those are the only chicks that are like decent looking that are in STEM are like immigrant chicks. You know what I'm saying? Asians, Africans, etc. Because their families, especially the Asians, you will go be engineer. Or you dishonor family, So
how did you get into this?
I loved robots and I watched Iron Man when I was in 8th grade.
What kind of job can you get when you graduate?
A whole ton, different types actually. And from PhD, you could go into academia, you could go into industry. I am going into industry.
What's industry?
Essentially working as an engineer or working in consulting, which I am going to be doing hopefully soon.
How much could you make in this field?
There are many ranges.
A lot. Guys, she can buy and sell the last 4 people. She can buy them, sell them for 45% off. That's how much money she's going to make.
Not particularly sure, honestly. Best thing Columbia has given me is great friends. I have a great support system, great network that I kind of can survive in anything. Yeah. Today I'm graduating from.
Guys, there you go. There you go. She's going to make a lot of money. And you guys notice she's obviously like an immigrant. How much more, like, even though she's a kind of quirky, you can tell she has the engineer brain. She's kind of so awkward, but she's pleasant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, respectful too.
Yeah, that's how you can tell she's an immigrant.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's how you can tell, And the other chick, the big one we just saw, she is not an immigrant, So here we go.
Today I'm graduating.
Oh God, cooked.
Q Savage, how's it going, man?
What's going on, man?
Good, man. Good. Hey, can you come closer to your microphone, or if you're on speakerphone, use a headset? Because I'm trying to make sure that everyone's sound is good. You're kind of far away from the mic, so if you
hear
get
me
a
now?
headset or something, yeah, perfect. Yep. Mhm.
From FIT.
Guys, what do you think that's? Oh, well, it already says it. Guys, Fashion Institute.
Oh my
Guys.
God, even more cooked to the marketing.
She's cooked, right? Cooked.
Yeah! And I'm studying fashion business management,
What kind of job can you get when you graduate?
styling and stuff, and just building your clients. Or you can start your business, fashion forecasting. There's a lot of things to do in fashion.
How much could you make in this field?
Everybody has humbling moments. You never know.
Yeah, yours is humbling the moment you graduate. And you're going to put in for that job. You're going to get humbled real fast.
When you're going to get paid, but just have fun with it.
Guys, there you go. There you go. There you go, right, guys? Right
Don't
there.
take
Pump
it
the brakes.
serious. Yeah.
Pump the brakes.
Let a guy pay for it.
Is that not the most 304 thing that you've heard? Just have fun with it. Savage, Snowboard, Josh, Michael, all you guys. Did you ever think growing up or putting in for jobs, I want to have fun at work? Has that thought ever crossed your mind?
It crossed my mind one time when I was 20 years old, and that was the last time it crossed my mind. And I'm 47 right now. So
Insane, man. Look at that. She's cooked.
Do like other jobs while you do this career. Show your creativity. And if you show how confident you are as a person in your work, people will respect you. Today
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run amok.
That, guys. Uh-oh. Hold on.
I meant to say,
Today
not to cut you off, but I work at Villanova University, and I work part time there, so I got the summer off, so I can get more insight of what the college life is, and especially with that mechanical engineering major, because I have a whole lot of student coworkers that was mechanical engineering students, and they currently have problems with finding jobs because at Nova, the main recruiters is Lockheed Martin and Boeing, and they kind of like stopped recruiting because of the military spending and stuff like that. So they kind of like mechanical engineering is like, because their main employers is defense contractors.
Well, see, I'm from Seattle, and all my mechanical engineering friends, they spent the first like 4 or 5 years working internationally. My friends worked in London, Japan, China, like that. It's Saudi Arabia, just making like cash, dude. Whoever these kids are that you're talking to, they need to start putting it like, dude. Engineering is like one of the recession-proof jobs. All my engineering friends have never had problems getting jobs. Maybe they're younger and they're all looking in the same spot, but you can be engineer anywhere. You can be engineer and work for a big oil. You can work for the big for GM or Ford. You can work
for mechanical engineering. You could easily branch out to the other engineering disciplines because I remember one student said with mechanical engineering everything needs a part. So he said basically that's what mechanical, everything needs a part.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, there's a lot of
a friend of mine. I'm sorry not to cut you off. You can move into civil. You can move to civil engineering and aerospace and this, that, and the third. For real, only thing you really got to study is differential equations, which is like a step above calculus 2. Then after that, I mean, it's pretty much in the bank.
That's my worst nightmare. I barely made it through calculus, guys. That was the best C- I ever got because I had to get a C- to graduate.
But the crazy part is that Villanova has got a little boost since the Pope went to Villanova in math.
Mhm.
So you know, like they tuition about to go up $100,000 a year.
Yeah.
Just off there alone.
Yeah, but it's crazy because I had a couple friends where one, he was in Taiwan and he was working because remember Taiwan manufactures those microchips, and that was his focus. He was like electrical and mechanical engineer, so he was like 22, making like 240 grand a year. It was nuts. And then oh, you know what? They could always join the military because they're always looking for engineers too. You know what I'm saying? But it's just about where you want to go. And TikTok always influences where these young kids want to look for jobs. You know what I'm saying? They'll have a perfectly useful degree, and then everyone wants that high status job. Oh, I'm going to work at Lockheed Martin, or I'm going to work at some law firm. It's like, dude, you can go work anywhere and make money. You know what I'm saying?
I told the mechanical engineering students, I said, worst comes to worst, you can't find a job. I said, buy a tool set. I said, you could deal with cars. When worst comes to worst, you can always deal with cars.
Yep. There's like all types of people who you can work for, but I see a lot of soy here.
Yeah, this looks like a pale monster.
I'm graduating from Columbia with an MFA in acting.
Guys, this guy, how cooked is he?
He's okay. I mean, with AI busy making a gain in the acting field, he got a good future. Have faith.
Q, you're that's sarcasm, right? This guy is
of course.
I was gonna say, whoo! I was gonna say, wait a minute, Q's been replaced by a friggin' pod person.
No, I mean, you gotta have faith in them, man. Anything's possible. No, I mean, gotta have faith. They young, gotta have faith.
Look at his shoulders slumped, guys. He knows he's cooked.
I did.
Look at how slumped his shoulders are. He knows he's cooked, right?
Maybe got some well-to-do parents. You'd be surprised. Whole lot.
Oh yeah, all of them do.
He's at Columbia. Yeah,
he's at Columbia. All of them do. Yeah.
Look, one time, I remember one time I was working in the back of the kitchen one time. And I seen this. My coworker was 32 years old. Did you know he called his dad and said, "I don't want to work no more, Dad. This job so hard." He said, "Come home, son." I said, "Ain't this a bit?" I said, "Ain't this a bit?" I don't heard it all.
Yeah.
I don't heard it all. I heard that.
I went to University of Washington and then transferred to a woke school because I had a scholarship. You guys, all these kids there were all these hippies, patchouli wearing knuckleheads, but they would always whine about capitalism and all this foolishness. But their dads were always like CEO of some company or whatever. So they would drive their brand new Beamer halfway around the block and then ride their bike to class.
Or they dad own like 3 car dealerships and
yeah. Cooked.
Did acting in high school, but I thought I wanted to do medicine, but things went a little different than I thought, and so the program I was in talked to us about like a master's in acting, and I thought it sounded really cool, so auditioned, and 3 years later, here we are.
What kind of job can you get when you graduate?
Well, hopefully acting.
Would you like a frappuccino or a cold brew?
Yeah. Wow, 3 years.
Yeah. 3 years
is it's a professional degree, like very much catered to that. So yeah, acting.
How much could you make in this field?
The luck, unfortunately, is a really big part. So maybe you happen to break super big, like then you'd be making a lot, or maybe it'll take a little bit. So it's a little tough to say. Today I'm graduating from.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
Hey,
so
Savage.
You telling me he's
Q, come closer to your microphone, man. Because
all right, I was about to say.
Okay, stay right there, and now we can hear you. You know what I'm saying?
So basically, he spent close to $400,000 on a luck opportunity.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh well.
Yeah. Right.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
Look at that, guys. Someone put Sadly, your degree is worthless. People that are auditioning you don't care about your degree. You'll likely end up as a teacher or a barista. Yeah. Someone says $250,000 in student loans pissed away. Someone says, I'll take a mocha latte with extra cream. Someone says fries, bag, thanks, bro.
No, I mean, what technically, believe it or not, Jay, when they go to these Ivy League universities, what I learned at Nova is that a whole lot of them get partial scholarships, so they still got to pay out of pocket. So don't be surprised. Like some of them students probably got to pay an extra $30,000 out of pocket on top of their own. Man, you'd be surprised, man. I mean, a whole lot of some of these students, they come from like two parents both working just to send them there, and they still got to. I put it like this: Villanova's a school that they smart enough to go to Harvard, but they can't afford to go to Harvard.
Yeah.
That's all. Yep. That's what it basically is. Because on one of my student co-workers, he got accepted to Harvard, but he couldn't afford to go because he had to pay $40,000 out of pocket.
Yeah. Well, we see these 304s that go to these Ivy League schools. They always have 6 figures of student loans, 200,000-300,000. You know what I'm saying? Because men will actually take the time and put in for scholarships. Women don't. Guys, I know a guy. He's an IT guy. You guys know his last year of undergrad was paid for by these women's STEM degrees because he put in for all of them. He's Asian guy, right? So he's just filling out everything, and his counselor said, "Put it up." So you guys know that just like government funding, if you don't spend the money, you don't get it the next year. So they have to allocate all this money and spend it for the women's STEM stuff. So they have to give it to people within the year. So he got almost all of the women's in STEM degrees because all these chicks weren't putting in for him, you know? So, and I think he had an androgynous name. His name was like Casey or something too. So they could
that helps
justify it. Hold on. We'll do like 2 more here.
Today I'm graduating with a master's in public administration and policy in the arts.
What kind of job?
Not as bad because she can go work from the city, go and work for the Fed, make decent money. That's a degree that you can get anywhere. I mean, you shouldn't do this at Columbia.
Can you get when you graduate?
The public sector in the arts, which is like the National Endowment for the Arts and things like that, but Trump cut them. So now I'm pivoting.
What are you pivoting to?
Foundations or museums, something like that. Public programs, education.
Hey guys, what's that knuckle-headed flag she has in her hand? Right? Come on, man.
Education. Yeah.
How much could you make in this?
I think a lot of jobs are in the 50,000, 60,000s. But if you move up the ranks and become like the head of education at a museum or something like that, you can make 100 to 150.
The thing about museums and libraries and stuff like the National Library and all, guys, people stay in these jobs until the day they die.
Yeah. Yep.
She's never gonna she's gonna get some $60,000, $50,000 a year job, and in 20 years she'll still be there because the head of the manager is gonna be 95 and so, I've been working here since Nixon was president. You know what I'm saying? It's like because it's an easy job and no one's gonna leave. So
if you're commissioner for the arts for the city of New York, I think their salary is $200K, but that's like the highest position in the state. Today I'm graduating with a master's.
This knucklehead says, so for all those that are equating education just to making a certain amount of money, this is a reason why our community is struggling now. Clearly you don't get it. If an electrician is becoming an electrician just to make $160K, good luck. This is our problem. That's not a problem. We're talking about return on investment. These degrees aren't free. Guys, you could make this argument. I think Destiny had a thing where he's like, there's no such thing as useless degree. You could say that if they made art degrees free, English degrees free, gender studies degrees free, then you can say it's not useless because it's not costing you anything. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it does cost time.
That's true.
It does cost time, which could mean something.
What I'm saying is, my friend, he's Ethiopian. He thought that like a gender studies degree costs less than an engineering degree. because you can make more as an engineer. I told him you can make this. I mean, that they cost the same, and he couldn't believe it. What I'm saying though is, guys, like, what I'm saying is that argument where there needs to be art teachers, okay, like teaching art and all that other stuff. Like there should be, but guys, until the cost of tuition goes down, people should just abandon art degrees and all this other stuff, because that's the only way. Like teaching, if teachers want to get paid more, people need to stop being teachers, and then the demand's going to go so high, and the supply is going to go so low that something will have to change. You know.
And art is more of a luxury type of thing that isn't as useful as other things. Like,
yeah, but I
you
guess
people only are going to consume more art.
No.
If they have
but
excessive
I'm thinking about
income,
like kids do better. So for instance, music, right? Kids that play musical instruments do better in school. They just do.
Oh yeah,
right. So like art and music for the sake of society. Kids shouldn't not have art class or music class or band or orchestra or any of that. The issue is who's going to go into $90,000 worth of debt. So in that way, it's useful. It's just the return on investment. It costs too much money, you know.
Like my daughter is a digital arts major in college, but her mom worked at the school, so she pretty much going for free. So I mean, so my situation is that whatever she want to do with her life, she can do it. But at the end of the day, I ain't paying for it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Someone says, I would like my electrician to have more than a high school education. They do have more than a high school education, you dunderhead. What are you talking about? This person says, my cousin studied that major, but she didn't find any job. But she's still working at Walmart. Damn.
Wow.
Look at that.
So when that woman, that chick just said like, oh, like commissioner of the arts, like for New York, like I don't understand, like what is that job? What would it be doing?
I don't know. I don't even think she knows. So Savage, I just muted you really, really fast because of the background noise. So unmute yourself when you want to talk, and then mute yourself again because of the background noise. So yeah, of course, guys, come on, Fashion Institute, of course, right? Look at this prod right here. I mean, come on, let's be honest.
Streets, I'm a bitch from the streets. I get that money, bitch. Give me what you got.
So today I'm graduating from FIT, and I'm graduating with my bachelor's in advertising, marketing, and communications, and a minor in English.
Jesus.
I pretty much got into
useless, and more useless. Guys, cooked or no cooked, right? Cooked.
Well, just her whole attitude is like she's like speaking down to him, like just this garbage ass attitude.
Insane.
to it in high school. I was into like journalism, writing, and when I was looking at FIT, I was into the business school, and so the AMC program was like a natural progression.
What kind of job can you get in this field?
So I'm interested in PR. That's what all my internships were in, but you can do like advertising, marketing, copywriting, email editing, things like that.
How much could you make in this field?
So what I've seen for PR, the starting salary is usually between like 40 and 50K. And then like if you're like a manager of like a PR firm, you can make like easily like over 100,000. I would say intern, be open to doing like work for free.
Someone says she needs to get fit.
Freelance, network as much as possible, but definitely be open to like interning or like networking or doing things for free. So today I'm graduating from FIT.
We'll do one more, guys. Let's see. Oh, here we go.
I'm studying psychology and law. My mom's a lawyer and my dad got a psych major. I want to go into corporate litigation.
How much could you make in this?
I think upwards of 200K.
This type of chick, she will be a lawyer.
Yeah.
She has that kind of awkward type of like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like this chick, she's a little odd. Like Yeah, my mom has a psychology degree. Like these types of chicks go on to be lawyers. You know what I'm saying? And guys, she will be single for the rest of her life.
Good.
She said good.
Pay to maybe like $750. Hey, make sure you actually like it because it is a lot of work, especially the LSAT.
What's your most ridiculous purchase?
I was actually on a flight a couple days ago, and we were so delayed that I bought a Gucci bag out of boredom. I'm
Single.
Wow.
Single
Yep.
forever. Look at that, guys. And obviously her parents are rich too, so you know they're gonna God, yeah, cats. Yeah. Cat stocks, guys. Yeah,
Hey,
all
Jay,
these
let's
chicks
be.
are all bums. All of them, dude. All these chicks are all bums, and they want to quit their jobs, right? And find themselves in all this foolishness. And guys, let's be honest, right? If you quit your job, you don't have another job lined up.
You're a bum.
If you get laid off and you don't have a job for more than like a month or two,
You're a bum.
right? If this chick's living off her husband because he's the only one smart enough to have a job,
You're a bum.
and then her husband, obviously, right?
Beta.
He's an idiot. So, that's anything else on the topic before we switch gears?
Yeah, I find it so demoralizing that so many African American womb walkers walking around have reduced themselves to such a state.
Yeah. Well. I mean, do you though? Because here's the thing: I'm allergic to B-dubs. like I said, I don't even like black men and black women might as well be. Well, here, black men that have some sense, that are successful, like us, that are successful doing things in life, are a completely different species than B-dubs and nug-nugs. You know what I'm saying? I have nothing in common with them at all.
I didn't
Seriously.
say we had anything in common with it.
Yeah.
I'm saying the demoralization comes from the fact that other races of people are going to associate us with that ruined individual.
Yeah.
And that's the demoralizing factor of it all. It's like, even though we don't have nothing to do with these individuals, we're going to be associated with them regardless. Because, you know, when people look at race, they don't look at individuals within the race. They look at the entirety of the race as a whole.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really worry because I've grown up in predominantly white areas my entire life, honestly. And like I said, there's only 33 black kids in my high school. And like especially us guys, us men, like, you know, we bond over video games, sports, all that other stuff. Guys, I'm in the South now, and I have friends of mine from the West Coast and from the DMV. Oh, AJ, you moved to the South? Oh, how's that? I said, everyone's cool here. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's nicer to each other here than in the DMV, where everyone hates each other and tries to front. You know what I'm saying? It acts crazy. You know, I think that we're, especially as men, right? Like you, me, Q, and Snowboard can walk into pretty much any bar or any place, you know, have some beers and be chill. You know what I'm saying? But now here's the thing. Us men know how to read the room, though. B-dubs, guys, Broderick, have you ever heard a black man use the term code switch? And I don't count Obama because he's not a man. I mean, let's be honest, right? Black men, we don't look. Everyone has to speak to different people differently. You don't talk to your mom the same way that you talk to your best friend. You don't talk to your best friend the same way that you talk to your boss. But B-dubs is the only one. I have the code switch. I have to talk to my boss differently than I talk to my mom. Of course you do, you dumb. The arrogance, the hubris, the self-centeredness to actually think that you should be able to be your authentic self no matter who you're talking to is absolute foolishness. But they're so entitled, they're so delusional that they think that someone saying, look, maybe you should talk to your boss with some respect, Or maybe you should be polite to people that you don't know. That's somehow like oppression. You know what I'm saying?
It's not oppression. It's for the safety of the individual in both parties involved. It's a principle of decorum.
Yeah. It's common courtesy. You know what I'm saying? Guys, look, I don't respect any one group, race, religion, or whatever. Guys, respect is earned, okay? But you can give people common courtesy. Common courtesy is not that hard. It's not. Hi, how you doing? I'm AJ. Hey, how are you? Whatever. Cool, whatever. But guys, you don't have to. You have to respect women. No, I don't. Respect is earned. Guys, hold on. How many likes do we have? Oh, we're at 106 likes. Guys, hold on. Let's do this real fast. Hold on. Hold on. Give me 1 second. 1 second here. Oh my goodness. Hold on. You guys know where we have to go now, right? Hold on.
Y'all want to ask me what I'm doing? I'm outside hoeing. I work at hoeing. Y'all want to know what company I work at? I work at hoeing. That's the company I work at, hoeing.
Guys, have we seen this chick yet?
Good Lord.
You're not going to play that clip, is you? You're going to spend me, right?
Guys, look at this. Oh, snowboard, man. Come on, man. Really?
You're giving us an hour. You're giving us an hour workout, and you don't even realize it.
Look at that. Reason I said that's a chick. Guys, make sure to hit the like button, guys. You can hit the join button for memberships, guys. I might have a daytime live tomorrow. I'm not sure. It depends on how the day goes. Yeah, guys. Here we go. Let's at least try and see what she has to say. Oops. Look at these nails. Look at this.
My last motherfucking video. If anybody got any problem with me, you need to come directly to the source, which is me. First off, everybody talk about everybody on TikTok. That girl getting her money took, it has shit to do with your big round fat ass, that big back ass. Like I said, go find a gym to go sweat in.
Whoa. She's trying to tell someone to go find a gym? Look at
Oh my God.
She looks like a transformer, guys.
Looks like a demon.
You talk about trans these nuts, nigga.
Look at that, man. Look at that.
The fuck, bitch, you can't even fit in a regular size mirror. You gotta go downstairs to the gym mirror with the extra large mirrors, bitch, so you can see your fat ass.
Look at these stretch marks on her arm.
I was just about to say that.
Like I said, mind
Look
your business. The fuck?
Look at
Like
the
I said,
arm jello.
That I said on my motherfucking live, I can get on that girl live and tell her to her motherfucking face, bitch, you're being messy, like my motherfucking TikTok people said. Stop being messy. Motherfuckers was trying to wake me up out my sleep because you being messy. Bitch, stop being messy and get in the field.
Guys, this is a filter. These eyelashes and the
thought
eyebrows. That's a filter, guys. Look at that.
Fields to go get into so your big fat ass can lose some weight. Cause like I said, bitch, you ain't got shit on me with your $60 BBJ having ass, hoe. I said what the fuck I said on my live. And that's how you know a hoe really wanna be me. Why are you steady on my live watching little old me? Why are you steady on my live? Bitch, speak. The fuck you mean? Bitch, and yeah, and I still be on there talking about your big nasty ass. And I do. Bitch, the fuck you mean? Anything that I said about anybody on anybody's life, bitch, you're being messy, bitch. And the same thing that I said, bitch, like I motherfucking said. Girl, I don't know that girl be on motherfucking live counting her money. If you're a real
guys, that's the dumbest thing that these 304s can do. That's the dumbest thing anyone can do is be online counting your money. And guys, look at where I paused this.
You know for a fact that's what the fuck you don't do. You don't show your motherfucking profit to the world.
Sure.
So yeah, if she did get her motherfucking money took, yeah, it's a motherfucking trial and tribulation. I hope she learned. She lucky that a motherfucker didn't actually come up on her and physically rob her. Yeah, she's lucky that she's not mentally traumatized by the shit. Yes, that's the best way.
Yeah, guys, right?
Way to go out, fam. That is the best way to go. She is lucky in my motherfucking book, bitch. Like I motherfucking said.
I can't, guys. I I can't, guys. Look at that.
Another fucking thing. Since you already got me fucking going. What is the point of a trick getting your address and then not showing up? Do they just like canoodle in the fucking parking lot? Do they just hang out and they're fucking binoculars just waiting for you to fucking come outside? And then
These face tattoos, guys. Look at that.
And if I do come outside and if you are like posted up in the parking lot, like what are you gonna do? Pounce? Because you think I travel lightly? What? That's crazy. You are crazy, my friend. Like, it just be like it really don't make sense. It's like I wonder if they get our address and they just sit at home and they're like, I got your address. You know, a bitch be moving like every day. So what's the point of having the fucking address? Especially in a place where I'm at, bitch. There's like 1,000 fucking rooms here, bitch. Maybe not 1,000, but like a bajillion. What the fuck? You just gonna sit outside and just wait for a bitch? I'm outside waiting for you in the parking lot.
Oops.
Like, what a bunch of fucking doo-doo is. Like, get a life.
Ugh, they're the worst, aren't they, guys? Uh-oh, why is this doing this? Hold on. Something happened here. Hold on. How do I fix this here? Oh, well, I'll figure it out. Yeah, guys. Anyways, let's switch gears here, guys, because I can't. You can, guys. You can just see the hurt there coming through the screen, right, guys. Come on now. Look at that. Where are we?
That's the sound of the police.
Today on this ride along, we're stopping a vehicle that had been driving erratically.
Bro, what you got going on, man? The lady standing right there. It ain't no damn stop sign. Why did you blocking the road? Ain't no stop sign there.
Go to the back of the car. You have nothing to do with that.
Put that over there. There's no need for all that, man. Hey, ma'am, to let us do our traffic stop, you can stay back. Okay, or you can go in handcuffs. No, because you're going.
Oh my God, fat Steve Urkel.
Look at this knucklehead right here.
You're going in the middle, right? You step back.
No, wait.
No. All right, put her in handcuffs, bro. Put her in
handcuffs. Let's go.
Nice.
It's time.
I asked you nicely. Put your hands in.
I ain't doing no way. I have not done anything.
I asked you to step back. You're in our traffic stop.
No, wait.
You're in our traffic stop. No, ma'am.
Stop.
You're in our traffic stop. It's not a time to play. Yeah, do her job, man. You're being cool. Everyone's being cool, but when she's walking up like that and saying, "Hey, step back," relax. When we say step back, it's not time to play. We're in the middle of it. Yes, you do. That's why you're in. We're in a. All right, you can go to jail for resisting if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
You want to play the game?
Y'all make sure. I know I'm good because I don't do nothing.
But you did. But you did.
I was trying to.
These low-level people in trailer parks and things like this, they love whenever there's like an arrest or something. They can't help themselves but not get like involved, and it's just like a bug going to a bug light. They cannot just mind their own business with it. They either got to record it or they want to like get involved.
Yeah.
Somehow, and they had nothing to do with any of it.
Nope. That's true. Yep.
It's never a good idea to do that.
Let's go, ma'am. Let's go.
Can I get my phone so I could call my husband?
You go from the jail.
Can I get my phone, sir,
Go
please?
get her, Chief. You're all right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
She looks like Carl Winslow from Family Matters.
Let's go. I asked you nicely.
I was moving.
No, you weren't.
Oh my God.
Then first you're gonna take your hand and try to put your hand on your face. Yep. Come on. What is your problem? There you go. Take a seat. All we did,
Actually, guys, you know what? I'm gonna shut this bad boy down early, guys. Like I said, I thought I was feeling better, guys, but I'm not. So I don't want to keep like pausing or putting on Bianca. So, guys, I'll shut this down. I'll try and do a daytime live. I'll let you guys know on the Discord, but guys, and also let you know if I'll do 50304s. But if I'm still having the issues that I'm having, I'll probably take Friday off. But yeah, guys, I'll shut this down for now, guys.
So no show tomorrow.
50304s. I'll do an announcement by noon tomorrow. Yeah, because guys, I don't want to keep doing pauses and stuff. So, but yeah, guys, I'll I'll let you guys know in the Discord tomorrow if there will be a show tomorrow. But all right, guys, I appreciate
All
you.
right.
Bye, guys.
Get better, Dan. Get
All
better.
Take it easy.
Get well soon.